This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Welcome to the Diecast podcast. I am Johnny Robertson, your DM for today, and we are the Diecast podcast, which is a live play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast running through the Tomb of Annihilation. We're doing a weird little thing. We're running 2 groups at the same time through the same module. Today is Group B, as they explore Kir Sabal, learn some more information, make some friends with the bird people, and try and get more clues to solving the death curse. It is not the camping adventure that Group A had last week. This is a much, much different time on the side of a cliff in the jungles of Chult. And thank you so much for joining along in the adventure. If you need to find us or if you want to get a hold of us, you can find us on any app that plays a podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. You can also find us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. Please give us a follow. Please let us know how you're doing in your D&D ventures. If you know any other D&D podcasts that you want to share along, share them with us. We'd love to hear that. You can also find us on our website, www.flyinglizardstudio.com, where you can find a whole bunch of other podcasts like Talking Crit, our Critical Role recap show, and The Nerds, where we talk about some nerdy things going on in the world. But this is Group B. They've just made it to Kir Sabal. They've met the leadership. They've finally found some refuge while they try and deal with the Body of Mercy, and if they go and deal with Agnes Wormwiggle, the sea hag, and her little offer she proposed to them. So we're going to find out what's going on. There's also some interesting visitors inside Kir Sabal. We'll see what happens, and possibly one of the greatest NPCs that has ever been created. I love playing it so much. It is such a joy to play this character. It just brings a smile to my face, and everything else that I read or see or listen to on the interwebs, people just love this character, and rightly so. It's one of the most awesome characters I've ever come across. So one of my favorites to play, and we'll talk about it more at the break. But let's just jump right into it. Group B, Kir Sabal, the side of a cliff, Tomb of Annihilation. Oh man, what are they going to do with Mercy? I'll see you at the break. Welcome to the Diecast podcast, Tomb of Annihilation, Group B, episode 20.
Ooh, 20.
The big 2-0. As we have Group B, have been romping through the jungle, having some adventures. In comparison to last week's episode of Group A, we're having a nice camping vacation.
I heard they just had a very lovely time hanging out with dinosaur families.
Yeah. Nice night under the stars. They got visited by hadrosaurs in the middle of the night. Made friends with a brontosaurus.
Nice.
Had some encounter with a wasp, but that's pretty much it. They just had a lovely stroll through the jungle.
Nice.
Man, it's clear who's pulling the weight.
Fighting for our lives.
Man, it's clear who's pulling the weight on this death curse solving thing.
The good news is that on their first day of the jungle, they almost also killed their guide. So
Ours was only temporarily petrified.
yeah, that was like many weeks later. Our guide was fine on the first couple days of our journey.
Yeah, Iku's fine.
Because the all-star that has kept us, well, most of us alive.
In her defense, she was
75% of us alive.
The one time we left her behind, she wasn't with
I guess
us,
that's
somebody
true.
died.
Yeah, she's batting 1,000, you're right.
It was our fault for benching her.
Oh, no, she wouldn't. She didn't want to go in.
Yeah, she didn't want to go in.
no,
Yeah,
her
she
fault.
benched herself.
Being sucky.
She was giving us a test that we maybe passed.
We're going to find out. But yeah, to recap real quickly, you guys were coming back from Nangalore. You dealt with Maxie the Eebly, who gave you some info about Nangalore and Queen's Alcore. You guys made your way up to Kir Sabal, had an encounter with some Batiri goblins, and finally got to encounter the Batiri goblin stack.
Very
I collected a lot of their mess.
Their society was built around
Catapults.
catapults. That was the thing.
Yeah, kind of feel bad for that goblin leader whose minion used the catapult before he could.
I don't.
I don't think there's much love lost because the goblin captain specifically has a skill that any goblin within 10 feet can take the damage instead of him.
Oh yes, which he did do.
Yeah. I almost killed him, and he threw somebody else in the way.
So good. I love these goblins so much. Yeah, and you guys made it to Kir Sabal where you met the bird people, the Arakoa. You had to kind of prove yourselves and climb up the side of their cliff with their rotted away walkways and bridges because, hey, people don't really visit anymore, and the people that can get up have wings.
They must have really admired our determination because we did not do it very well.
Took you about an hour and a half to get up there, but you made it up, and there's a formal greeting there for you. You met
Queen Maxnorane,
but you first met the teacher.
Asara, the teacher.
Yes, where she gave a very warm welcome to everybody. It looked like she knew Iku for a long time as they exchanged some pleasantries and welcomes.
Yeah, she knows Iku quite well, as a matter of fact.
And then you were introduced to the Queen in the royal building with the big sign of or symbol of Uptau on the front, where she gave you some information about the royals and how she's the last descendant of the royal line in Omu.
Well, the last descendant that's not also Medusa.
Not the way she sees it.
Yeah, let's not whitewash history here, guys, and let's point that out.
You were told to be on your best behavior. They're an honor-based society with a sect of monks that follow Uptau and tattoo their beaks and hands with maze symbolism. And you finally, for the first time in a long time, you're welcome to stay. You are expected to participate in chores and help contribute to the community.
I don't think Duran's going to do that.
As you are part of, as you are guests in their home. And I think that is just about it, because we left you just as you finished up your meeting with Queen Maxnorane.
Oh yeah, and she wants us to go to that place immediately.
She wants us to go to Omu, where we believe Raznisi has taken over the city. Omu is the formal royal capital of the Chultan Empire that they are the monarchs of. Bezer does not seem to be part of that monarchy. Or a part of that kingdom, FYI. If I believe correctly, we're meeting Asora was meeting with us, and she told us that we could go. That she would fly us down to Omu.
She said she'd do a ritual called the ritual wind walking.
Okay.
Where she would grant everyone the ability to fly.
Fly all the way down.
For 3 days.
And how do we get back?
That is on your own.
No deal. Sorry, if it's not a return ticket, we're not interested.
Well, it only lasts for 3 days, so you have to do whatever you have to do in 3 days.
Yeah, what would it take us 3 days to get
It would take like more than 3 days to get there.
If we're still not seen, Sarah, what if we had a stone of sending that we could let you know when we completed the mission that you could come get us?
She says, well, we have to make sure that the evil has been cleansed of Omu, because it is difficult to fly over that area, because there are many threats that if there's anything airborne, not even birds of the jungle are allowed to fly where they get attacked by gargoyles.
But so that would be us. That would happen to us. We would be attacked by gargoyles if we're flying over there.
We'd expect you to land and then walk in, because that's how our spies and scouts enter.
Don't approach by air, Duran. That's a common practice. You're easily spotted by all the sentries.
We're talking about coming back. Assuming we survive this insanely dangerous suicide mission, we would obviously get outside, and then you can come fly and pick us up. That is what Alethra is asking.
Well, I mean, I guess that could be arranged. It would take longer than flying down.
The thing is, we're on a clock. Okay, we've got an appointment in a few weeks where we got to be somewhere at a certain time. So if we're going to do this, we need assurances that you're going to help us get back on time.
She said, well, you have a pack dinosaur? And what does the pack dinosaur do?
Carries all their stuff.
Right. And then how much stuff is it carrying right now?
What?
Right. And if we were to carry individuals with all your stuff, that would make us the pack animals. We're not as strong as a dinosaur. Birds have hollow bones.
Wait, you want us to leave Dungar behind and go to the city?
We're not going to fly him down. And the wind walking spell only works on humanoids.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
we are quite fond of the dinosaur. Is there any way that he could fly?
She said, unless you have some other magical means you could cast on him that would last for a day, we couldn't help you with that.
How about a teleporting spell? Anybody got a teleporting spell?
She stares at you.
No, I only have a spell of firebolt, I believe.
Well, Kel, try it.
Perhaps we must not hurry so much and return to a place where we can safely leave Dungar to be watched by people who care for him.
Well,
although we may just release him if his service is complete.
We can care for him here if you wish.
Why is the hurry? Why must we leave so soon for this mission? Why can we not take time to prepare properly?
Well, the speed is of the essence. The sooner the evil is cleared out, the sooner the evil is gone.
Yes, but it is not worth the risk of not completing the mission. We should not jeopardize our chances of success simply out of a blind haste.
Also, it can't be that urgent if you hadn't done anything about it until a bunch of random strangers showed up in your home.
Well, we're only 40 people here, and so only some of us are trained in martial arts.
We have about 5 people. 4. 5. 4. 4 and Iku.
6 including Dungar.
And Dungar, yes. Dungar is a person.
Yeah, she says, but you're also adventurous. We've been keeping tabs on you for the past couple of days. We saw the Batiri Goblin fight. We saw your...
They were clever goblins.
Man, those catapults, huh?
Yes, it's very common to if you see catapults on the ground, you know there are goblins about.
Can't wait to try out this parachute. He starts needling in.
there's a cliff right there.
Don't take this the wrong way, Kel, but I don't think you should use those tiny parachutes.
It's okay. I'll use 4.
I'm just making a very honest suggestion.
One for each limb, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, good call. That's exactly what I was going to do. And then Kel immediately writes it down.
You are very tall.
You see Ashara say, look, we understand if you have other business. We're just saying, if you are willing to join our quest to rid Omu of great evil, we can get you down there faster and avoid a lot of the dangers of the jungle.
Well, I think, Akara, it is getting quite late. Maybe we should rest, resupply in the morning, and decide what we'll do after a night's sleep.
It would be good for us to have time to confer in private as well, and to discuss our plans.
Mm-hmm. You see a robed Arakoa walk in. He's got white, almost like a white kimono folded over top of itself. And he comes and he hands a piece of paper to Ashara. She looks at it, reads it, and then it's like, "Oh, very well then," and hands the paper to you, Alethra.
What does the paper say?
The paper says that Queen Maxarani would request a private audience with you tonight.
You may tell the Queen that I would be happy to.
She's like, very well.
When should I return?
We'll say she looks out of the sky and she says, "We'll give it a couple of hours." She does have a long night of meetings tonight, so
Let's see. And do you, by any praise by Paylor, have a bath? It is sticky out there.
She says, "We have chamber pots to help wash, but no formal bathing."
I'll take anything I can get.
Is the rain not enough for your body?
Not all the time, Durand. Franklin.
Hey, what did I do?
Yes, I'm not Durand. What are you thinking?
I wasn't. I'm sorry.
Perhaps you do need a breath. Your own smell is getting to your brain.
I agree.
She says there will be things in your room. They're very Spartan type of rooms, but there will be bedrolls, a fire hearth, and some wash pots or some washing basins to clean yourselves and hopefully get a good night of sleep as you can. She says, just be careful if you go wandering around at night. We don't have very many lights, and you can't. It's not uncommon for people to wander off the path and fall 700 feet down.
That is quite a fall.
Thank you for the warning. I'll definitely use a torch if I go outside.
It is the wisest of suggestions.
Have you guys considered putting up a rope rail?
Why? We can all fly here.
But for visitors, I think it'd be courteous. I'm just saying, as an outside observer.
You see her shake her head like, well, we've maintained the area where the queen stays. It has a railing around her area, but it's a great natural defense to keep people who aren't committed to coming up.
Why should they betray their natures simply to satisfy us interlopers?
I think it's courtesy.
She said, I consider you guests right now. By the way, wake-up time is 6 a.m. We will please choose whether you're partaking cleaning, cooking, or other maintenance duties on the grounds.
Is that in the morning?
Yes.
I see.
What are the other tasks? I like chores.
Red shoots you a look. It's just like, what?
It's like, well, we have harvesting the crops on the top of the cliff.
Oh.
We have cleaning out the housing units, and we have just basic preparation and sweeping of the pathways and whatnot.
I would like to deal with the plants if possible.
She says, very well, we can arrange that.
I will see if I have any magics that might assist.
I can peel potatoes.
It's like, very well. Well, in the morning, we'll send someone by to you to assign duties to help out with chores, and we will see you in the morning. You are free to explore most of the premises. Please, you are forbidden from entering the royal area without invitation, and of course, the upper echelons of the holy sites and my own personal quarters are strictly off limits.
Easy to remember.
I mean, there's clear signage, right?
Well, essentially, the higher up you go, the less you're wanted there.
We'll make sure to ask for permission everywhere we go.
Please do. Please do. As you see her bow and bid you a good night, it looks like her and EQ are going to go off and have a conversation, kind of like a catch-up talk type of thing.
You'll have to tell me how you met Iku one time, Akora.
She says, she kind of like gives like a wry smile and a nod to Iku and says, that's not my story to tell. That's something you'll have to ask Iku herself. You see Iku kind of like roll her eyes as they both walk off together.
Ooh, what a crumb.
So yeah, you're on the side, the face of a 700-foot high cliff. As you can look out over top of the canopy of the jungle, the sun slowly begins to set. You actually get a great view of the sunset, and you kind of understand why they chose this spot. As again, those reds and yellows turn into purples and pinks as the full dome of a indigo night sky and all the stars come twinkling outside.
Such a majestic vista, true sign of the power and beauty of nature.
And that's kind of when you start hearing that high-pitched whistling sound as the wind just hits you right in the face.
Ah, what a bold and powerful wind!
As you say that, you actually kind of put your arm up to shield yourself, and you see actually Fanquin's like cloak just snapping back. Everyone's just kind of feeling that force of the wind, like that nighttime.
It's whistling through the antlers in my deer helmet.
It's very brisk.
and now you get why Ashar gave you the warning of be careful when you go out at night, because the wind can knock you off the path.
Oh my.
Bracing.
I really think a handrail would be just ideal up here.
There are some, just not everywhere.
Yes, perhaps we should murder some trees to prevent you from falling to your death.
You could just, use...
So I don't get it. When is wood okay with you and when is it not? Because you wear, you got a wooden shield.
Actually, it's a shield made out of...
well, not anymore. It's
shell.
Yeah.
He's never had a shield before that.
Yeah. This is his first shield.
I still am wrestling with this shield, but I feel that we are on a mission to do great good in this world and to rescue many things from the death curse. And so the sacrifice of this shield is necessary and important for the balance of nature to be restored.
You know the bridges are made of wood, too.
Yes, but who needs a bridge?
He's just saying they could have added a handrail while they were at it.
You see, they do not maintain the bridges. The bridges were built by others, and they are falling apart here.
Is that true?
Isn't it?
No, they built the bridges, but people stopped visiting, so they just didn't see the need to maintain them.
The royal family has been here for a long time, but I feel like they don't get too many visitors these days.
Sounds to me like she's cooped up and is discouraged from leaving her special area.
Well, interesting. Queen Zalcore was also trapped in her hanging garden. I wonder if that is just the fate of all queens of Omu, to be trapped.
Sounds like a sucky job, if so.
Oh, being a monarch is almost always a sucky job.
Yes. Have you watched The Queen?
That play wasn't as good as Tarek and the Henchmen.
The Scroll of Netuflix. Chapters on the Crown are very excellent.
It does cast time stop sometimes and just binge for a week. Durant, actually, as Franklin finishes talking, you actually see the image of a high elf pop in front of you. It says,
what?
A high elf?
Oh, okay.
And this
Yeah.
is only visible to Durant, like, hey, loser, status report. We lost track of you a couple of days ago. What's going on? And you recognize it's Tyr from the knife,
Oh.
using a possibly ascending spell.
Great to see you, buddy. How are you? The more important thing is, how are you doing?
Actually, you only get 10 words to reply.
10 words?
You just used.
I used all of them.
How are you doing? Great to see you.
We're good. How are you doing? We're good. How great to see you. How are you doing?
Durant's coming out of his hands and fingers. You see her respond back. That just cost me 250 gold to send a second spell. Report, I'm docking your pay.
Red, who are you talking to?
I don't know. That jerk from the knife is keeping tabs on us. He's magically talking to me.
That jerk from the knife is magically...
Do I have to? I'm addressing them, obviously, not the spell.
Oh, no, I just
Can I do that, or is it literally the next things I say?
we can do whatever we want if you want to.
I'm addressing them.
Okay.
Well, I guess we should give them a status report. Tell them we're...
Well, you guys are hired by the knife?
Oh, kinda.
The knife?
We're not criminals. Well, I'm not a criminal. They're kind of criminals.
You know who says they're not criminals? Criminals!
Just so you know, you're now part of this.
I'm not in the knife. I'm just like an outside
better listen to
contractor that they hire from time to time.
You need to understand we are in fact very dangerous criminals. Ruthless. So you better listen to and do whatever we say or else you will suffer. I wink at Durand and
Kel
See,
just,
you're picking up on it.
Kel just turns around and goes back to his room.
Great. Well, what do you want me to say? Why are they calling me? Why are they not calling you? Personally, that's just bad business, right?
clearly like attracts like.
I
supposed to mean.
guess they
You're
don't know.
You're all criminals.
I guess they don't know I'm the boss.
I think it's pretty obvious.
I don't know that either.
That's fair. You're cool.
We're sure you let your...
Well, I'm saving 4 words to tell them to just call you next time. So we got 6 words to tell them what's up.
Call Alethra.
Where are we?
So,
We are in the city of... we are in
Kir Sabal.
Kir Sabal, sorry.
In Kir Sabal.
K-I-R
Bird people.
S-A-B-A-L.
what's important to let them know? We have
Uncovered secret history of Chult.
Sabal.
S-A-B-A-L. 2 words.
Have lead on curse.
still have map.
Yeah, maybe got map back BTW.
Following map. Have met bird people. No, following met bird people. Omu next. No?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
7 words.
I got my own message. All right, so Duran just tunes
very
him out
Duran
as
thing.
he's like composing it in his head, and he like focuses his attention back on the image of the elf, I guess, to speak to it. Says, in Kir Sabal, pursuing leads, call Alethra next time. Ciao.
Nice.
Very straight and to the point.
All right, you guys make it to you're escorted to your guest quarters. They're not. They're kind of look like they're weathered buildings made out of basic plaster mortar, very scant amounts of wood. And as you
I
come
approve.
in, you notice that there's some tiny little holes where the first floor and the second floor meet. You kind of hear the high piercing whine of wind come flowing through. The walls look exceptionally thin. You kind of like stamp down on the floor. It looks like the wood's a little bit worn. You kind of feel like the floor just bow.
Oh, this looks exceptionally safe.
I turned to the person who allowed us and said, "This is exactly like sleeping outside. Very nice, thank you."
And you actually have the distinct smell of lemons in the area.
Lemmings?
Lemons.
Oh. I was going to say lemmings.
Lemons have a smell.
Yeah, they smell like lemons.
Yeah, I'll use a perception check to try to figure out where that's coming from.
There's lemon trees.
It's 11.
11? It just kind of is everywhere at the moment.
Can I also do a perception check?
Yeah.
Okay, I perception check it as well. For a 19.
Oh, yeah. It seems to be coming and wafting through one of the small holes and cracks in the wall. And you are kind of like
this
a
hole.
villa area where like all the buildings are kind of like
No.
share walls and whatnot.
I smell lemons from this hole quite strongly.
Oh, maybe the family next door is making some kind of family dinner.
Out of lemons.
Well, that's a seasoning. Maybe a risotto.
Is there like a... Can I use a nature check? Are lemons like native to this area? I guess they are.
Yeah, give me a nature check.
17.
You haven't seen any abundance of lemons, and a lot of the fruit you've seen here have been either of the weird poisonous or magical kind. So it wouldn't be unlikely that they're lemons, but you haven't seen any evidence of lemon trees.
Do I know where lemons are typically from?
Yeah, like warmer climates. You probably suspect maybe closer to like Port Nianzar where there's actual agriculture to cultivate them, but you haven't seen anything growing naturally in the jungle so far.
These lemons are not from this area, so they must be imported from somewhere, perhaps Port Nianzar, or even further afar.
I doubt they would deal with Port Nianzaro.
Yeah, they were pretty down on that place.
Yeah, Queen Maxarkara called them all traitors, as did Queen Zelcore. I wonder what the history is there.
And yet she knows Iku, who is from Port Nianzar, and is one of the guides of... Is she one of the official guides, or is she the...
Yeah, she's a licensed guide.
She's a licensed guide who works for Jabal.
Iku does seem to be a person of both worlds. Maybe there's something to what Asara said about Iku looking for a group that was worthy of her talents.
You know, in my experience, people and groups always tend to have agendas they don't always let you in on. And Kel pointedly makes that last point and stares at everyone.
Well, frankly, Kel, you were just kind of assigned to us by a guy I don't like very much.
Yeah. It's not like we requested you, buddy. You were kind of dumped on us by a dude we hate.
But you have done a good job. We should have told you about what was going on. You are right.
That's all. I mean, it's par for the course doing this kind of work, but I would have liked to have known that you guys were involved with a knife.
Well, now you know. Are you happier? Or would you wish you did not know?
Well, I'm very concerned.
You should.
You guys know who the knife is, right?
Yes, we are the knife. We are the knife, Kel.
No, you
Fear us.
You are a hippie.
I am a hippie criminal, and I am of the underworld.
Give me a deception check.
I like where this is going.
It's learning from Duran.
Oh,
Jesus
19, natural 20. You have to roll insight against it, right?
Yeah, I have to roll.
If you want to, you can just accept that.
No. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna roll. No. That's an 11.
Yeah.
So, Kel just comes face to face with Fenquin, kind of unblinkingly staring at each other, and Kel kind of slowly edges back a little bit.
You can hear the wood creaking, just kind of giving away a little bit.
Yeah, just sliding his feet back just a little bit.
I'm glad you understand yourself. We understand each other now.
Well,
Franklin, I like this side of you.
You always see this side of me, and it's the same side.
The ruthless criminal side.
Oh, that was a metaphorical side. I see.
It's more descriptive, really, but...
You notice that the smell from lemons changes to brimstone.
Well, oh, God, what is that?
The lemons have changed to brimstone.
I didn't like the lemons, but I hate this.
Can I do a nature check to see what would...
I will assist you
if
in
I
this.
know what that means.
I will assist you in this. I'm +4 in nature. Do you want to assist me in it?
Yeah. Well, I'm not trained in nature. I just have the +3 in it. Which is not too bad.
14.
Alright, and you're trying to figure out...
I guess the relationship between lemons and brimstone.
Yeah.
There isn't any?
Oh.
Like a question?
There is no relationship between lemons and brimstone.
Is our guide still like the person who brought us to this like house or room?
No,
They left. I'm gonna go back out into the fresh air where I don't smell brimstone.
Wait, be careful because of the wind.
Yeah, you open the door and immediately just get slammed right in the face by the onslaught of wind. It's not like
Is it fresh wind or is it brimstone wind?
It's fresh wind, yeah.
Well, then I don't care. That's great.
Wait, it is forbidden to trespass on these other places. Do we risk angering our hosts?
Oh, she said
They told us we could walk around at
Yeah,
night.
she said just avoid like the upper level stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over and see what they're cooking. I'm very curious. It might be interesting.
I have a spell that may help us as we pass undetected that I have recently learned through my studies.
Oh, I don't think we should sneak. I think we can just ask them.
No,
These people
I want to
seem-
see this. Tell me more, Penguin.
I can make us all basically invisible and silent. So we could sneak around. Anyone standing about yay far, say 30 feet or so.
Oh, is it pass without a trace?
Yeah.
It doesn't make you invisible, it just makes you harder to track.
Yeah, we get a plus 10 bonus to our stealth checks.
Woohoo! Yeah, let's give that a shot.
Well, if we do not need to sneak, we should not. Perhaps sneaking would give us...
No, consider it practice for the next time we'll need to.
Duran, these people told us that we should not go to places that we should not be.
And we're just going next door, but we're going to do it sneakily. It's time that we start figuring out how to work properly as a team and come up with maneuvers, don't you think? And moving stealthily is sometimes going to be necessary. If we had been able to do that against that Medusa and hadn't foolishly brought a statue back to life, we could have gotten in and out of there so easily. So let's just consider this practice.
It's not fair you mentioning maneuvers. You know I love maneuvers.
I know.
The smell of brimstone changes to that of ham.
Okay, is that going to keep happening? Like, how are we supposed to sleep if it's just like random smells all night?
I think they're cooking something. I want to check it out.
Lemons
So I walk out.
Lemons, rotten eggs, and ham? That doesn't
Brimstone.
sound... Brimstone smells like rotten eggs.
Clearly, they were just like stoking the coal, the
right.
fire.
Lethra goes outside and goes to the next door where
I
the
know?
house might be.
Yeah.
And she's just going to knock on the door.
All right, you can tell from just the boarded, like the windows that have been closed and boarded up, or like the shutters are closed. You can actually see what appears to like a Hearthstone glow coming from the inside. You can just see like the shadows of like just someone walking along on the behind the door. And as you knock on the door, that smell of ham gets closer and closer. As you open up the door and you see kind of like this small little, he's about 4.5 feet tall. Looks a little dinosaur-like. You've never seen anything like him before. And you see him, he's actually got his shield up in a kind of like a defensive stance and has a longsword with him. And he looks like, I will show you a picture just for reference. Looks like that guy right there.
Oh,
Okay.
pointy
What?
head. Very pointy head.
Give me a nature check.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. No, you don't know.
I guess we didn't come with you. You're just by yourself.
Yeah,
I only
you
like-
kind of took the.
I'm
initiative.
I'm 15 feet away from
Or
you.
not,
okay.
not even. Right?
I will
Yeah,
follow
okay,
out.
yeah.
And,
I got a 13 on nature.
Oh, hello, little boy.
yeah, it's,
That's a very good battle stance.
You smell brimstone again.
With a 13 on nature.
Yeah,
No,
you,
I had a 12 on nature, so I
yeah,
didn't-
you wouldn't recognize. Nice.
Wow, okay. We're all really nailing this nature check.
But you are all kind of like standing over top of him.
Hey, look, it's a thing.
And if you look inside, you can see in the back of his room, like he actually looks like he's
This is his house.
not his house, but like he's had like his equipment and gear. And actually, everyone give me an insight check as well.
Is he a cannibal?
Yeah.
I'm roll. Yeah, I'm hoping these rolls.
The old
19.
12.
19.
Yeah.
Cal, you can look back and you see there's actually gear for 2 people in there.
Oh.
I was like, what's this little guy about?
I just yell out loud. I yell out from the back of the crowd, like kind of looking over. Hey, where's your friend?
We should probably address him first.
I said hi. Nice battle stance. He didn't say anything. He just smelled apparently.
I say, hey, where's your
I
friend?
called it a thing.
You see him back off a little bit. He kind of sheathes his sword as he holds out a piece of paper and hands it to Alethra.
I'll grab the piece of paper and read it.
Says, "Hi, my name is Dragonbait."
Hi. Well, hello, Dragonbait.
Dragon bait?
What are you doing here? And I'll hand back the piece of paper.
The smell of brimstone goes back to ham.
Okay, are you Are you making those smells somehow?
You see him nod his head.
Okay, can you not do the brimstone one? Because we're going to be sleeping next door, and I don't think I can sleep through that.
You see him shake his head.
Are you cooking someone?
And he shakes his head again.
Wait, are you saying it's not under your control, or that you're not going to do that for us? Okay, are you saying it's not under your control?
You smell brimstone again.
Can you do something about this?
Is he a beast?
No, he's a humanoid.
I guess, go ahead. Does anyone here speak Draconic?
No.
Nope.
Dang it! I will at level 6.
You even see Dragonbait shake his head.
Oh, okay.
Dragonbait, are those smells of cooking?
You see him shake his head again.
Are they just of you?
And he nods his head to that one.
Ah, what an interesting creature. Person, I apologize.
Do you work with these bird people?
You see him. He shakes his head once more.
Do they own you?
He again shakes his head.
Are you a visitor here?
And he nods his head, yes.
Ah, we are also visitors. It is nice to make your acquaintance. I bowed pretty deeply.
You smell lemons again.
Oh, it's his mood.
Okay, good. If you can just stay on that one, we'll be good.
Are you also an adventurer in the jungle?
And he nods his head, yes.
Oh.
Are you looking to solve the death curse?
You smell brimstone again.
Oh.
Your name, Dragonbait.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Are you often involved in the hunting of dragons? Is that your name?
He shakes his head, no.
Ah, do you...
Is it like a nickname or a gang name?
He points his points to his snout and then points to Durand.
Ah, excellent. This is quite a fun game that we're playing.
Are you here with the rest of your group?
And he nods his head yes, and he actually begins to welcome you guys, like offer you, because he notices like the wind is like starting to pick up now. Offers for you guys to come.
Yes, we will please be very grateful to enter your hut. Ours is right next door.
You actually begin to smell honeysuckle now.
Oh, okay. That one's nice. I like that one.
Thank you for your hospitality, Dragonbait.
You see him close the door, and you actually notice he has like a small stew pot cooking.
Okay.
It's not big. It looks like a standard like camping kit thing, but he begins to take these little like tin bowls and begins to scoop out some stew.
Are you sure you want to share with us? We don't want to take all your food, Dragonbait.
Oh, he eagerly like shakes his head.
Can I use I use my druidcraft to create the smell of honeysuckle as well?
You see him nod, and he smiles. He smiles at the smell of honeysuckle as well.
I do another pleasant smell. So smell of like flowers in a nice meadow in a mountain.
He immediately pulls out his sword and his shield, and he's looking around in...
I do honeysuckle again.
You see him look kind of confused and resheaths.
My apologies.
What just happened there?
I do not speak smell very well. I am communicating through scent. Honeysuckle is a scent of friendship, I believe. Is this true?
He nods his head, yes.
Yes. Sorry, the mountain vale smell. That is a smell that is friendship for my people.
He shakes his head and he's like, and holds up his fist almost like...
This is the fighting smell for you.
And he nods his head, yes, again.
I'll offer some of my spices from Human's Handy Spice Pouch.
Which spices do you offer?
It's like, would you like some pepper or salt?
He actually nods yes, and he takes some and he puts it into his stew.
Try some nutmeg.
He begins to taste it, and you see him just kind of like roll his head back, kind of like that, and you just smell, it smells like black tar.
Is this a happy smell for you?
Don't do that again.
You see him just kind of like take another like spoonful, and he begins to like dole out the stew to everybody else.
Eat it politely, Durand. It might be good. You never know.
I can't eat with that smell in my nose. That's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's like fresh roof tar.
Okay, I make some honeysuckle smell right near Durand. So you can
and it eventually fades out back to lemon.
Oh, so even the stew is multi-smelled?
I don't think the smell was from the stew.
I know what lemon means. Lemon means what? Neutral? Content?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I make the smell of lemons.
Yeah. He nods and smiles as he sits down on his
You
little
just make
bedroll.
natural smells?
Yeah, druidcraft. I can make Where is it? So this is something like introduce harmless sensory effects. It's fun. Leaves a puff of wind, the sound, smell, and odor, the faint odor of skunk, etc. So I can make faint odors.
That's a very cool spell. It's so weird.
I was wondering how you're all going to communicate with them. That's perfect.
I guess I will reluctantly eat some stew now that the black tar smell is gone.
It tastes amazing. It's a meat stew. You don't know what type of meat it is, but there is.
Oh, that's good.
Don't ask. Don't ask. Wait a minute.
Is this Velociraptor?
You see Dragonbait kind of like raise an eyebrow, and he shakes his head no.
That's a terrible joke, Durand. Obviously, it is much more delicious than that, or something.
You do notice that it's probably it does have like that gaminess of dinosaur and that little bit of bitterness, but it's probably something bigger.
I mean, is nature to try and guess what it is?
Yes.
Tastes like Triceratops.
16.
16? You probably think it's somewhere in like the Allosaurus Tyrannosaurus Rex range.
I say this would be a difficult hunt and a well fought meal.
Did you catch this meat yourself?
You smell tar again. He raises his fist into the air.
Nice. Oh, so you're a dinosaur hunter.
He shakes his head no.
Oh. Just a game hunter?
He shakes his head no again.
He's an adventurer. Cal. Okay. He said already.
I make the smell of the meadow and then the smell of tar over top of it immediately. Like victory over a foe. And I go like this.
He nods at you. And it goes back to lemons.
I also make the smell of lemons.
Darmok on July on the ocean.
What is going on?
Dragonbait no Lether when the curse fell.
Yeah, Lether starts making some notes about scent-based communication.
I'm starting to get nauseous with these shifting smells.
Do you know much of the area around this city?
He kind of does like that shoulder shrug and kind of like tilts his hand a little bit.
So you have not been traveling here long?
Oh, he nods his head.
Oh.
Yes.
So you've been traveling here, but you're new to this part of the country.
And he nods his head yes again to that.
My friend Dragonbait, do you think we could exchange maybe some information? Maybe you could show us where you've been in Chult that we haven't been?
He says, you see him nod yes, but kind of like confused a little bit.
Could we maybe barter or
and
exchange?
You actually smell, you smell brimstone again.
Oh, he's a little bit confused.
God.
We're concerned. We would obviously, I don't know, I can't speak for the group, but I'm sure they would exchange something in kind.
Yes, we could share some of the places we have been.
I will gladly pay you to stop making that smell.
It actually goes back to lemon again.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know of the south west part of the continent?
He thinks back a little bit, and he shakes his head no.
We do not either. We are hoping to travel there at some point.
We've been to the Sky Lizard Mountains and visited the ruins of Hisari.
He nods his head yes to that and puts his finger on the tip of his snout.
The city is now caved in with lava. It was a man-made disaster, though. The lava flow was diverted to sink the city.
You actually smell tar again, as you see he pulls out his sword and is trying to do like his best Fire Newt impression of like spitting out and like blinking shield.
Yes, we also have fought the Fire Newts. They claimed one member of our party.
You actually smell roses now.
Yes, it is very sad.
That's awesome. I like that a lot.
The jungle, no.
Have your party survived the jungle so far?
And you see yes, and you smell lemons again.
I make the tar smell. I'm very happy for that.
Yeah, and he like raises his hand up, and you get the double smell of tar. It slowly fades back into lemons.
Oh, God. Why aren't the happy smells good?
Some of them are. Most of the honeysuckle.
What else can we ask about? So you have traveled. Have you traveled other places beside this temple? And
you see him nod his head again. Yes.
I lean over to Alethrum. I don't know. Maybe you should try and show him the map or point out some areas he's been.
Always tell people about the map.
I leaned over to you quietly.
We never should have showed it to him.
It has a map.
Yeah, I leaned over quietly.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he hears that.
Yeah.
And you smell brimstone again.
Oh. He's concerned.
They're like, there's a new rule, Cal, which is we don't talk about that with people that we don't all agree knows that information. Cal!
I don't know. I think Dragonbait's a pretty cool guy. And I kind of like, physically tap him on the shoulder. Well,
You see, actually, he dodges out of
on
the
the
way.
shoulder. Oh, wow. See, look at his reflexes, man.
And you smell honeysuckle again.
I have an important question for you, Dragonbait.
He looks at you.
And with a flourish, he whips out dice between his fingers. Do you play dice?
He shakes his head no.
Do you want to learn?
He shakes his head no.
All right, Dragonbait. I may have some sensitive information that we could share with you, and maybe you could help us out. I don't know how, with only yes and no answers, though. Cal!
Dragonbait is able to communicate through writing. He has provided you with a note already once.
I suppose that is true.
And
he
you
can
actually see him,
understand our
he
language.
He shakes his head no.
No.
He has one phrase.
Somebody wrote that for you?
He nods his head yes.
Where?
We should return the note then. He's going to need that.
I already did. Does the person you travel with this? Do they communicate
Oh, he nods his head yes.
with words? I mean,
Quite eagerly, and you actually smell like lemons again.
Oh.
Where are
well,
they?
maybe we can share the information when your companion returns, if you promise to, not to try to steal this from us.
You see him nod his head yes, and he spits in his hand and he offers it out.
I spit in my hand and shake his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
I'm glad you took that one for the team, Fankwind.
Yes, it's a great honor.
Nasty.
Perhaps, will you be having breakfast in the morning? Perhaps we could meet and speak over breakfast.
And he nods his head yes.
Well, that would be
And
great.
the smell of lemons gets stronger.
And I make the smell of lemons stronger, too.
Excellent.
We'll come back in the morning, and excited to meet your friend.
Thanks for the stew.
So he gives and actually you don't recognize the cultural location, but he gives you a very formal bow. Kind of slides one foot in front of the other, and just kind of almost kind of corkscrews himself, but gives you a nice little bow. Holds the door open for you and sees everybody.
I make the smell of honeysuckle as I leave.
You see him make the smell of honeysuckle, and he has a confused look on his
Oh,
face.
I do lemons.
He switches back to lemons.
Apologies again. How rude of me.
You see him giving an accepting nod as he sees everyone out the door.
Timba, his arms wide.
Okay, we guess we return to our little hut.
Is the sun down? Should I go meet the
Yeah,
royals?
the sun's definitely
All right, I'll go back to the that royal chamber.
Elevra,
Keeping very
before
careful.
you go, perhaps you should ask the queen about our friend Dragonbait.
Yes, that is a very good idea.
So what you can learn.
Yes, I will do that. I'll definitely do that.
As you wake, you do. It's the city is almost like a giant switchback as you find yourself climbing up the paths, and you notice that the more visitor area down at the bottom is in a state of disrepair in comparison to the rest of the town, as stone railings, and the pathways become more stone and wider as well. As you make your way up, you have to go. They usher you through the holy temple, where they make you take off your boots. You're allowed to carry them with you, but as you walk through the temple of Uptal, they
Ask me to take off my shoes.
ask you to take off your shoes. As you make your way up to the royal building, which has a bit more flourish and flair to it, and you notice that the area is made for bipedal humanoids without wings. That it's got a lot of accessibility. The doors are specifically framed to the width of a human as opposed to the width of a humanoid with giant wings on their back. As you come, you notice that much like the person who brought Ashara the message are two Arakoa in the white robes with the tattoos of maze-like symbology on their beaks, and they just appear to be standing guard as you come up.
Hello, I was given a missive to meet with Queen Max Narane.
And they said, yes, she's currently in a meeting right now. Please wait here, as when she's finished, you will be allowed to come in. And you just feel the wind just beating down on the side of you.
Oh, very good. Glypher opens up her book and
It's actually hard. It's hard to read and take notes as the wind is just flapping and almost ripping the pages. But the door eventually opens up and you see
The Medusa is also there.
you see he's a human with shoulder-length brown hair, brown beard, kind of has like that Obi-Wan Kenobi vibe going to. Actually looks like that.
He does have an Obi-Wan Kenobi, but like a Ewan McGregor era Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He knows he's got, he's dressed in leather. He's actually got a book on kind of a leather leash on his belt. He's got a very distinguished knife in a sheath. As he comes, like, I thought we were the only guest here. Why are you here to see the Queen?
Aletha looks up at this guy and it definitely does something for her. He's got a book on his hip, a little bit older.
He looks to be about his 30s.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Just her type.
Well, he's got a little gray anyway.
Yeah, Aletha definitely dated a TA back in the day.
Oh, definitely not. She definitely followed the rules.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's like, I just arrived here this afternoon. My name is Elethra Mars. Nice to meet you.
You see him graciously bow down, and he takes your hands like, my name is Artis Simber. I'm here with my traveling company.
Oh, what brought you here to Kir Sabal?
Oh, we're on an information gathering session. We've known about the Arakoa for a while. We just haven't been in the area to come visit.
They do seem like quite the fascinating culture.
Yes, he says, and quite learned of the area.
Oh, that is great to know. I myself am something of a scholar.
It's like, what is your field of study?
Well, I majored in combat tactics and flowing battles and how individuals can affect the flow of great battle. However, right now I'm trying to uncover the history of Chult.
It's like, I'm a historian myself. I've come to study the lore and history of the lands. He says, funny enough that you say battle tactics. I'm sure you'd love to see the tactics of the Batiri goblins when they do their battle stacks. It's quite an interesting concept.
Oh, I've met the Batiri goblins.
Oh, did you get to encounter any of their catapult culture?
Oh yes, one of the minions spun off before the leader could get onto it. It was quite hilarious.
You see him kind of like put his hand on his chin on his hand, like his arms crossed, like fascinating the way they use catapults.
Yes, one of my companions wants to use their parachutes really badly. I think he has mad monkey fever.
That's me! I want to use these. It's going to be awesome.
You're unfortunately not there.
Oh, okay.
He says, I hope he's a small individual because those things barely work for goblins.
No, he's not.
No, he is not.
I hope he follows your advice then. I must be getting back to my company. I assume you'll be participating in the chores tomorrow?
I believe so. What are you looking to do?
So I'll probably just do some of the sweeping or the cooking.
Oh,
my companion is quite the avid chef.
I'll keep that in mind.
As you see him walk down, as you notice, he actually flips his book open and he pulls out his dagger and kind of uses that as a bookmark to keep the pages weighted as in the wind.
So dangerous.
Back in the hut, Duran looks up. My shipping sense is tingling.
Your what sense?
I feel like there's a relationship that could happen somewhere, but I'm not sure.
Oh.
You smell lemons again. The guards at the door say the Queen will see you now.
Thank you. So what was his name again?
Oh, Artis Simber. So Artus Cimber.
You're writing that name with little hearts around it.
Yeah.
Elethra Artis.
Yeah, I did it. Cool. Yeah, I'll head on in.
All right. As you come in, you go up the circular staircase up to the top level, and you can see Queen Maxonare sitting in a not as nice as the throne, but in a very elaborate kind of like seating, like almost like a love seat or a small couch. As you can see, individual teacups and various other things floating in the air as they come towards her and are set down as she reaches down to drink the tea and motions for you, very, very eloquent with her long, graceful hands to come. She's not wearing the same. She's wearing the same green and blue long dress she had, and her face is still painted up, but she doesn't have like the giant cloak of feathers. You can actually see it's on a stand in the back next to like this giant canopy bed type of thing. She says, "Please, Elethra, have a seat."
I'll walk towards her, do the bow that I saw earlier in the afternoon, and then I'll sit down.
Mm-hmm. She says, so our scouts have observed your party for some while now. You've been within our territory for a few days now. I must say, we are impressed.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We're definitely learning as a group.
I do sincerely hope you will help us out cleanse the evil out of Omu.
I believe that all of my research so far has pointed me to the direction of Omu.
Then we are in agreement. We should be allies. We should be working together to make sure that this evil is cleared out once and for all, and that I may return to my place of power.
May I ask what happened to your family? What made you leave Omu?
She kind of looks like she's almost going sullen, and she kind of holds her chin up and kind of shows a resolve. She says, "The people revolted. They found new gods to worship after Uptal left, and they were deceived by false spirit or trickster gods from the jungle. They no longer saw an order to anything. The gods were greedy. They were selfish. They were cruel, and the people were tricked to revolt against the leadership that was Omu."
I see, and those people are those the people that went to Port Nianzaru?
She says, "No, Port Nianzaru was our trading city. It was we used to have a intricate highway pattern across the entire continent, across the whole peninsula, and Port Nianzaru was our natural bay that we used to ship our gems and ores and minerals out to the rest of Toriel."
I see. I'm sorry to say that your family must have been cut off from Port Nianzaru for quite a long time now.
Says it has been, but once we take back Omu and reestablish our legacy, our royalty, our spot in Chult, and we make Omu the emerald of the continent again, then the people of Port Nianzaru will fall back in line.
I must ask, how will this the
Chalice,
yes, the chalice of
Chigakare.
Yeah.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, well, whatever. How will that let the people know that
Says,
the royals have returned? I don't understand the artifact's significance.
Well, it's a symbol of power. It is a symbol that we use as status. That only the queen holds the chalice, holds the life essence that is Chult, and she is the one who can direct and guide what to do with that life power. And she says it is not magical. It's only a symbolic use, but the symbol to a people that they can unite around, that they can unify around, that they can see status of royalty to come in. Once they see a true queen of Chult have that in her hands, they will know that respect and power has returned to the continent.
I'm gonna do an insight check on that speech. It's a 16.
Oh yeah, she is 100% sincere about that.
Yeah, about it's not magical. It's all that stuff. Okay,
or at least she doesn't believe it to be.
Right. That is a good asterisk.
Yes. I believe this has no consequence whatsoever. Well, you believed wrong.
Says, but I have read the notes and reports of your group, and you seem to be a master tactician and a master on the battlefield, and that is something that I find very impressive.
Oh, well, thank you. I have trained my whole life. I didn't think I'd be in the field so much, but I must admit I am quite enjoying field work.
Just I do have an offer to make you, and please I do hope you accept. But to fully, if you were to help us cleanse the evil out of Omu, I would like to formally offer you the position of consort to the Queen of Omu.
Oh my, that is quite the offer.
So all great queens have had great tacticians and generals as their consorts. They just go hand in hand together. And seeing your tactics and seeing the reports of you in the battlefield, I believe you would make the best consort.
I'm quite honored. I never thought I would stay in Chult my whole life. There was was work back home, but...
Well, when the royalty reassumes power, there will be no need to leave anywhere else.
Do you mind elaborating on that?
Well, Chult will be restored to its former glory. The tradeways will open up, industry will begin again. Omu will become the emerald of the continent, the heart of the jungle.
Oh, I see. Well, would you allow me some time to think about that? That is a very, very fine honor. I'm quite honored.
She says, I will not give such... I will allow you 48 hours. Because I must have an answer right away.
Oh, my apologies, Your Majesty. I only mean that it's just so it's sudden for me. I'd always planned to return to the Sword Coast to resume my adventures after solving the death curse, but it's a very fine offer. The chance to command a battlefield is quite impressive.
You see her kind of like half smile a bit, and she says, "It's all right. I understand when you're in the presence of such grace and dignity and royalty that it can be overwhelming. But please take a moment to compose yourself. Please take the next couple of days to think about it, and if we can, keep this between ourselves."
As you wish, Your Majesty.
You see the door kind of open up for you. Like there's no physical person there to. As you see the door open up, he says, "Very well then. I wish you the safest of journeys back to your estate or your building."
Oh, thank you. I'll definitely walk carefully.
Yeah. So the wind is still picking up, and you can actually see up in the night sky, just silhouetted against the moon and the stars. You can actually see Arakoa just kind of like using the drafts of wind, just kind of like hovering there in just like not like much like vultures, just like riding the wind currents, but just staying in a stationary place.
Right.
As you can see, they definitely have they have eyes on you as they follow you down the switchback.
Do I get a sense that they are just keeping an eye on me, or that they are like getting closer to me?
You get the feeling from your tactics that it looks like they're just like a standard guard.
Okay.
Yeah. Eyes in the sky.
Yeah. And I am the one person in the royal district.
Yeah. Keeping a sharp eye, eagle eyes almost, as if you will.
Well, I'm definitely not entering into any of the buildings I'm forbidden from.
Almost like they had advantage on sight checks. You come back to the room. It still smells like lemons, and your group is still sitting in the... It's 2 floors, so you could probably put like 2 people on the bottom floor and 2 people on the top floor.
Well, hello everybody, I'm back.
Welcome back. How was your time with the Queen?
It was illuminating. She gave me some information about what happened in Omu. The people revolted, she said, and that is why the city of Omu fell.
Revolted against...
Well, she believes that when Ubatu left, that the people started following trickster gods, and those trickster gods tricked them into revolting.
I see. Very trickster.
It does seem to be the action of trickster gods. They do try to influence mortals.
Do we know why he left?
No, that is a great mystery. I wish... I will definitely ask her...
You begin to smell roses.
From next door? Can they hear? Are we in that room with that guy, or no? We're next door now.
You're next door, yeah.
We're next door now.
I wonder... I kind of like motion towards the hole, and I'm like, tap my ear, like, is he listening? But that's, I don't say that. But
Yeah, you're nodding. Yeah, I see. Alethra also looks over and like closes her eyes a bit and nods.
That stew that we had earlier was so delicious. I wish I could have more of it.
You smell lemons.
Interesting. Well, you always just include him in the conversation, I suppose.
Write down your conversation.
Well, I don't have to hide from this little dragon bite. Maybe not. Who knows? He's so charming, though.
What if he's a spy?
He's clearly a spy. He can still be a charming spy.
Maybe I should use my stealth spell and then we can have a stealthy conversation. Can you do that? Is that a stealth check?
It's not so much a stealth check. I'd say is more as a. It's hard to say.
Talking
Trying
low.
not to be.
I'll say stealth, maybe with charisma instead of dexterity.
Wait, let me just see. I've got Can Druidcraft create noises?
Yeah, Druidcraft can create noises because you're doing smells, I think.
Oh yeah, the sound of a small animal. So I could create like a rustling turkey noise in the hole that would block the sound.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some white noise.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do that, and I'm like, he's here listening to what we're saying. We should be very careful what we say here. He seemed nice, but we don't know that we can trust him.
Well, that is
You're
true.
becoming more savvy, Franklin. I'm enjoying this.
Is that turkey in the wall again?
It still smells like lemons.
Maybe he just
Damn
can't.
Turkey!
Perhaps
You know,
he just
if you
can't
guys
help
just
it.
agree to actually work with me as a crew, I could teach you thieves' cant, and then we could have whole conversations nobody else could listen in on.
I do like
I am
languages.
not becoming a thief. I
You
will.
already are a thief.
I am not.
You're the most amazing cat burglar I've ever seen in my life.
I was retrieving our property, and there was some incidental collection of unspecified material.
Yes, next time instead of incidental, it should be deliberate. We should have a target.
That would be a
when
crime.
We're going to go first.
I'm not prepared to do that.
We'll talk about it.
We did have a target last time.
Anyway, we should be whispering.
They are quite serious. They do hope that we can clear out Omu.
Who is? Did you meet anyone else on the way?
Maybe.
What? What's that look? Why are you blushing?
I met another adventurer. His name is Artis Simber, and he has a adventuring company.
Oh, cool.
So
Another adventurer. Did he say his purpose?
I didn't catch it. He's also here in the area. He's a historian too, you know.
You didn't ask him about the death curse?
It didn't come up.
Perhaps he is the partner of our smelly friend.
Oh, I hadn't considered that. Maybe we should see if he's next door. No reason.
Right, okay.
I think she is blinded by her hormones.
Shut up, Durant. What? I mean, Benquin, sorry.
See, her brain is addled even so. Perhaps you should take a bath after a cold bath.
There are, based on how the wind is going, those water in those water basins is pretty chilly.
Yeah.
I'm also going to give everyone inspiration for all the role playing and scent based RP.
Sweet.
Geez, that turkey is still going strong. How did it get in there?
Gives you a deception check.
Oh no! Well, he's hearing a turkey.
I'll give you advantage on it because you have the turkey sound going.
It's a deceptive smell.
Whoop.
No,
4.
that's
9.
10, though. You have a negative in charisma?
Yes.
That's surprising.
We always get one yes an episode.
Yeah, at least. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you hear some shuffling. Actually, give me either a perception or an insight check.
Oh, 1,
4.
6. Well, it's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing noticed.
something we didn't perceive there.
Yeah, fair
Is the
enough.
smell still there, Lemons?
I know the smell seems to be gone now.
I think you can
I
stop
tap my nose and point.
Oh, maybe now we can finally get some sleep.
Well, we will speak with her tomorrow when breakfast is arranged.
I guess I can wait.
We should rest, but I should consider my spells. What would be useful?
What time is it? About?
I'll say it's about 10 o'clock now or so.
Well, it's almost Aletha's bedtime.
Early to bed, early to rise.
Yeah, she's definitely
Get up early for
of that
those
sort.
for the routine.
Yeah.
Aesthetics.
Oh, I'm taking locate object for sure.
Yeah.
Because I imagine that map is getting stolen. I believe we should post watches to make sure. Now that we have revealed the existence of the map, we should know it's an item of great
Thinking like a true criminal. I approve, Fenquin.
There's nothing criminal about protecting oneself against thieves. In fact, it's the opposite.
It's the rule of the streets, man.
It is the thief who is criminal.
I can take first watch.
I wonder if I can help.
Now remember, there's an upstairs and a downstairs, and they're separated by a ladder.
Oh, I have enhanced ability.
That only lasts for like an hour.
Also, you'd have to concentrate on it if you fall asleep.
Okay.
So you could stay up with her.
No.
But
okay. I'll take first watch so I can use it on myself in case there's a roll I need to make.
Sure.
I'll burn the spell slot
I'll sleep in
and take the
the.
first watch.
I will climb upstairs and go to sleep.
very good. There's even more holes in the front wall as you hear more like instead of high whistling, more of a howl.
Oh, God.
But at least it doesn't smell. It's a little
terrible.
It's a little chilly. All right, so Fenquin, give me a perception check, please.
With
advantage, I believe.
yeah, I give myself. Let's see. Perception is wisdom.
Yeah.
Cat's grace equals splendor. I was wisdom. I have advantage on wisdom checks.
Any other bonuses to that, or just the?
Just the advantage.
10 again.
10 plus 6.
Oh, wow.
16? Perfect. Yeah. You actually notice that you look at the holes in the wall that separate the two rooms. You actually notice someone's taken some cloth and shoved like a blocker in, or like just filled in the hole with like little bits of cloth.
All the holes?
All the holes that are like there are some little cracks, but it seems to be that's what's keeping the smell out.
Oh.
Can I put my ear against the cloth and see if I hear anything? Like you need to push your head against the wall.
Yeah, you can. You don't need to roll a perception check,
which I have advantage on.
Oh, so you don't need to. You just you hear appears to be two beings snoring, but it's very muffled, and that you didn't actually hear anything in the other room until you got really close up and like jammed your ear on it.
So they seem to just have blocked the holes. Is it courtesy, or are they trying to hide something? I wonder.
They were snoring.
They were snoring. Yes, but there was a turkey in the wall a second ago. I'll use my Furbolg spell and use detect magic to see if there's any magic. Is it there to be able to see it?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nope. I just I sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, you detect magic.
But if you sense magic, you can use your action to see a faint aura around a new. So I'd see a faint aura, I guess. Can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Oh yeah, well it's not. It's less than a foot. It's even like plaster almost.
Okay, so I detect magic through the wall.
Okay, so you feel a blast of magic coming off of next door.
Okay.
And
so any objects would have a faint aura around them?
Yeah, so you see a lot of faint auras. You see what appears to be a sheathed dagger has a huge aura around it. You can't tell who's wearing it, but on someone's ring is a massive, like it is the brightest light you've seen. And you see the shield and sword that Dragonbite was wielding also have a pretty beefy magic aura.
There's nothing magic about the snoring.
No.
Oh, okay.
They're just well equipped adventurers.
What'd you see, Franklin?
Well, you guys are all sleeping, right?
Yeah.
So I'll take a piece of paper and write what I learned. Be like, they seem to have plugged the holes and are sleeping. The sleeping seems to be non-magical, but there are many magic items. These are very powerful warriors in the room next to us.
Yeah, it's almost like a pressure change when the weather happens. That's what hit you when you did detect magic.
And I guess I'm going to go to sleep, right?
Yeah, if you want.
Well, you wake up the next person, I guess.
So I'll just cast Cure Wounds on myself because why not?
You're going to get it all back after a long rest.
That's exactly it. So I'm just going to cure myself before I sleep. I get 6 plus spellcasting ability modifier. Is it plus
You get
3?
10 back, I think, now.
Nice.
Yeah, sure. Okay, 10.
All right, so who are you waking up to take the next shift?
Alethra.
Alethra, you wake up. Did you leave the note for Alethra? Or?
Oh yeah, and I'll whisper the chain. I guess I could just tell her.
A log, very smart.
Very magical, very strong wizard. Magical items. There's a dagger. Did you see a dagger?
Yes.
That must be very magical.
And you do notice that the holes have been plugged up with cloth.
Well, I like the privacy angle of that.
I go to bed.
All right.
First, I make the smell of lemons.
Until Penguin falls asleep, the lower floor smells like lemons. I assume you're sleeping on the lower floor.
I want to sleep on the floor that's most like the outdoors.
That'd be the upper floor.
I sleep on the upper floor.
All right, so
I, in fact, make a hole
So
a little bigger so I get more wind.
I'll say I slept on the main floor that first part. So
Durant, you
it's up
hear
there.
someone kind of chiseling away at the kind of that plaster of the wall, and you feel a rush of cold come in. It kind of wakes you up. As if it looks like Penguin's just kind of like tunneling away. And like that howling sound becomes even more like
what are you doing?
A jet blast. Like, ooh.
You're
Do
welcome.
the opposite of what you're doing. That is awful. I can't sleep like that.
You're welcome. I'm making this more. It's a shame to be cooped up. Here we can feel the
If
breath
you
of
open
nature
that up any
upon
further,
our
I'm
face.
going to kick you out the door.
In
And
fact,
you can enjoy the fresh air all the way down to the ground.
any
That's a
open
good
flames
idea.
that were in, like candles or anything like that, have been extinguished by the wind coming in.
Anyway, I pull my bed as close to the hole as possible and sleep in it.
Blocks at least most of the wind, probably.
That's
He
true.
is huge.
Kel, are you sleeping upstairs or downstairs?
I guess by default, I'm sleeping downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So give me a perception check, Lothar.
That is a 15.
Yeah. No smells or sounds during the night. You don't even hear the snoring next door. It seems there's just a constant droning of wind. And as you're getting ready to change over the shift, you do hear like a gigantic like gong, 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 gong. As it seems almost startling, but a huge bell-like sound. And that's when you notice a creature comes crashing through the front wall, treating the plaster like it was paper. And there before you, you see this giant, or not giant, sorry, you see this stone-made figure with wings and 4 arms, and it has what appears to be a hood, but made out of moss, and glowing pins of green light as eyes, where it seems to have like a giant green devil face carved out of stone with its mouth open and agape, and just crashes through the wall and begins to look around at everything in the room. And we're going to roll initiative after the break.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty sure that's a gargoyle.
Oh, so we didn't have a long... I didn't have...
Good NPCs, thy name is Dragonbait. It was one of those weird little things that you just love. Dragonbait has become, as a DM, one of my favorite characters to play and to give character to, because it forces the DM to think of creative ways to express personality and express character and express who this creature is. And doing it only via smells is probably one of the most funnest and smartest ways that I've ever encountered. So whoever came up with the idea for Dragonbait, thank you. That is an amazing character. I love him so much. Through the other podcasts and streams that I've seen, I've yet to see a group not enjoy Dragonbait. He's just a lovable little Sariel who is just doing what he does best. So there's lots of encounters that Dragonbait has with Group B, and it's going to be good. There's quite an interesting little dynamic that develops between all of them, and I can't wait for everyone to listen to the rest of it, because it is a funny, and he just adds a new layer and flavor to the story that I thoroughly enjoy, and I hope you all enjoyed as well. It is June, and for the mid-break, we just want to say happy Pride Month to everybody, and happy Women in Tabletop Gaming Month as well. 2 very important events smashed together in the same month that June can barely contain all of it. So if you are celebrating Pride, we want to celebrate you. We want to celebrate the LGBTQ community, who is a vital part of the D&D and tabletop gaming community. And we think that everyone should have a place at the table. Representation matters. Diversity is a strength, and everyone should have the right to tell their story, because everyone has a great story to tell. So happy Pride Month to everybody and anyone out there. I hope you're all getting a chance to get out there and celebrate. I'll be a little bit of a dad and say, I hope you celebrate safely, but I hope you have a ton of fun celebrating who you are and how you just exist in the world, and why that's an amazing and beautiful thing to see. Also, to all the women gamers out there, thank you for being part of this community, and we celebrate you, and we think you are awesome, and we need more inclusivity into the tabletop role-playing world because, again, you make amazing things. You make amazing games. Great example is Kate Welch just getting brought on by Wizards of the Coast, making incredible, incredible products for Dungeons & Dragons, a product we all love. You can also catch her on the C Team every Wednesday night on the Penny Arcade Twitch channel. And she is, if you've seen her play Rosie Beestinger, her and Amy Falcone play, her and Walnut just play the best characters. In fact, I have a theory that Walnut Downgrass is probably one of the best played characters of all the D&D streams and podcasts. You can let me know how you feel about that, because I think just the progress she's made as a character is just off the charts good. You could put her story into a novel and it would be just one of the best stories told. But as we talk about other streams, let's talk about this one a little bit. You can find us on any app that plays a podcast: iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. You can find us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. Please give us a follow. Please give us a subscription. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to share our adventures with you. We'd love you to share your adventures with us, because D&D is a wonderful thing and all the stories are amazing. In fact, I'm sure if you just had a bunch of D&D groups together, we'd all just be gabbing about all the various stories and just kind of like chin in hands, kind of just awe and wonder at listening to all these stories that these people play. It's fun. It's the life force that keeps us driving. But I think I'm going to cut it quick this week because I just want to make sure that we celebrate Pride Month. We celebrate Women in Tabletop Gaming Month because they are important. Everyone should be part of this community. And I think this is something we should all be celebrating because it is very important. We celebrate the people who make this game and make this community amazing. So that is it for me this week. We'll be coming back next week with hopefully more Dragon Bait. I think I got to check the schedule. I think it's Group B again. It may be Group A as we deal with the airship a little bit. But that is it for this week. I'll see you next week. Happy Pride Month. Happy Women in Tabletop Gaming Month. It is a great time to be alive. It is a great time to celebrate those who are important to us and those that we love. Thank you so much for listening. I hope everyone enjoys this awesome June weather. Thanks so much. Whoa. That's not good.
That good, huh?
All right. So, as we come back from break, the gargoyles have busted through the bottom floor. And as you look out, you can see just a cloud. Maybe it's about 50 to 60 gargoyles in the sky. There are green points of, green pins of light kind of just mix and meld into the starlight. In fact, the only time you actually really see the wings is when they silhouette themselves against the moon coming over the sky, and you can hear like the full-on alarm bells going off. You almost feel the reverb coming through as you see like these mossy four-armed gargoyles come flying, just slamming themselves into the side of the cliff. I will need everyone to roll initiative. Hey,
damn! Roll.
I did not.
Alethra.
I only got a 5.
Oh, ouch. You go to the back from now. Fenquin.
14.
14 for Fenquin.
Not bad for me.
For a giant. Kel.
18.
18. Kel. And Durant.
16.
Just back of Kel. Alright. And these go Lar. And we are ready to begin initiative. Iku is not there yet. So we'll go with that.
She moves closer.
You don't hear, or you don't see it, but you hear it.
Oh, Iku's not here.
She's in the vicinity.
As everyone gets woken up, who hasn't woken up already, you see this giant blast of coal come flying out. And they're going to have to make dexterity saves.
A blast of coal?
I guess I hear it next door. It's like a
whoosh.
Wait, is this the downstairs?
This is the downstairs.
And we're directly above?
Yeah.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Fail, 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 fail.
Oh, Jesus.
And a pass. Alright. Edo. 4. Oh, that's a lot of ones. 7, 11. Oh, that's a lot of 8s. 26, 31, 38. As you see a cone of cold blast out the entire front wall of the wall. As you see these gargoyles get hit by cold. I think that may be... Nope, they're still good. So let's say 38. Yep, but they're definitely been bloodied by that whole process.
So what is like a window and what is a door on this map?
I have the doors marked. The windows are boarded up or shuttered. Sorry.
And is there a ladder between these two floors?
Yeah, right there on this top. Yeah.
So it takes you. So you can either jump down and make an acrobatics check to avoid fall damage, or you can spend half your movement to climb up and down the ladder. There's no climb check to climb it.
It's just difficult terrain.
Yeah.
And then this front side of the wall, is there like a window there or something?
Yeah, they're also shuttered out, so you could easily pop and there's also the hole that Franklin just made as well.
Oh yeah, like right here.
Yeah, actually, just rub out a little line where Franklin is to.
Yeah. Oh, the little hole there.
Yeah,
my little self-made window.
Yeah. You also hear what appears to be a combat-like sound. As he sounds like there's a melee going on. His Dragonbait's going to make his 2 attacks.
What do we smell? Oh, I guess the holes are plugged up. The holes are still plugged up.
Oh yeah, the hole. No, actually, the giant holes in the walls because he permeates.
Guessing like meadows,
or maybe more brimstone.
You smell violets.
Why would a pleasant field of flowers be battle taken?
It's a dragon, right?
It's his happy place.
Oh
No,
Well, he's dragon baked.
But he's still draconian. Well, no, wait, no, he's
Because his
not. He
happy
doesn't
spell
speak
is like
draconian.
We have no idea what it
fire.
is.
Right?
Yeah, we don't know what kind of species he is. Actually, we didn't roll properly.
He's not kobold.
Well, we're not about to ask.
18. He slices. You hear this kind of a sound of stone slice through as he slices through that gargoyle.
Nice.
Oh.
Dragon bait.
As you now smell tar.
Ugh. Well, at least they're being productive over there.
Kel, you are up.
All right, Kel immediately just wakes up in his bed from the explosion of the wall and grabs his weapons, as best as he can, and immediately starts hulking out and going into a rage. And I'm going to reckless attack on this first one as well.
All right, which one?
We're going to go with big wings here.
Big wings?
All right.
One next to the wall.
Next to the wall.
These guys are all made out of stone.
They're all made out of stone.
That's going to be
Advantage.
Oh, an advantage? All right. Yeah. Hey. And that's going to be, let's see, plus another... What's the plus 2? What's the rage? It's plus 2 to attack or damage?
No, it's damage.
Damage.
But yeah, he's for 24 almost certainly.
20. I've still got a 21.
21, so that turn... You actually bite...
Oh yeah, that's not the damage. That's actually the attack.
The attack.
So attack is a hit.
Okay. And then the roll is D12. Oh, max damage.
Sweet.
Plus 6. And it was a reckless attack, right? So
No, that doesn't mean
That's
anything.
not-
Yeah,
okay, so
18.
plus another 6, 18.
18. You sink your axe in, and as it...
Is that raging or is that?
That's raging.
Yeah.
You see these...
No, that's regular. Plus rage is plus 6.
Oh, okay.
Plus 4, my regular one, and then plus 2 from the rage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So 12 plus 6.
So you see your axe biting, you see sparks come up, as it looks like the stone skin of these animals are very resistant, as you it only takes 9 damage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They get resistance.
Okay. Let's see.
You have another attack?
I do not.
All right.
Okay, so now, as I've attacked him,
He's marked.
my ancestral protectors begin to glow. So, the tattoos on my arms begin to again glow and animate, and start to kind of glow and grow out from around me. So that means that the first creature I hit with an attack becomes a target of my spectral warriors. Basically, any attack not against me is disadvantage.
Perfect. Durand, you hear a commotion. You spring to your feet as you look out. Actually, the windows are shuttered, so you can't see anything. But
I scramble over beside Fenquin and look out through the hole in the wall he made.
You see again that almost like cloud of gargoyles coming at the mountain.
So this gargoyle is what, like 10 feet right below us, like directly in front of Fenquin, but like 10 feet down.
No, we'll say he's midair. We'll say he's about 10 feet off the
path. Oh, they're above the path.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, this would be basically there to us.
Yeah, actually, that's a good place to put him.
Yeah,
actually, put him right there because that was unintentional, but it works out.
So is this guy also?
Yeah. And the other guys are down there.
Okay.
Okay, but I can't see that one because the window is shuttered, but I can see that there's a guy there.
So let's say that if they're in this alleyway, they're like 15 feet above the path, whereas these guys might be floating out on the over
those
the
guys.
edge.
Those guys are specifically down there.
Yeah, but they're in level with the path.
Yeah, and you hear like it's not leathery flapping, but kind of like that heavy stone moving through near space.
Right.
All right, I draw my obsidian scimitar and I'm going to stab at it through the gap.
All right. I would say advantage, but you're stabbing it through the gap. Yeah, I'll give it advantage.
Okay. Because it's not aware that I'm there?
Yeah.
Crit!
Boosh.
Got a 20 and a 15. Nice.
Nice.
All right, so that my sneak attack damage is 2d6. That's 4d6 right there.
Yep.
Plus 2d8 from... Oh, sorry,
No,
another 2d6 for the scimitar.
With those up there.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is just the sneak attack.
Yeah, was that a natural 20 crit or?
It was a natural 20, yeah. So that's...
Because they also crit on 18.
10, 12.
Maybe use the
plus another 2 for the scimitar. So that's another 10. That's 22 plus 3. 25 damage.
Nice.
That's reduced down to 12.
Yeah, that's gargoyles.
Yeah.
Or in the exact.
So if you have some sort of non-melee or magical
You
damage,
you definitely feel some stone chip off, but again, you feel kind of that resistance of the stone.
And then I'm going to back up and dance away. He gets no opportunity to attack against me because of my fancy footwork.
Yep.
Cool.
Thinkwin.
You can try to hide too if you want.
Actually, yeah. I'll attempt to hide as a bonus action.
Yeah,
Maybe
roll it
there's
up
a
and you get
cover.
advantage because nothing can see you right now.
I got a 1 and a 5.
Oh,
That was a great roll. So that's 10 on stealth.
Gotcha. Well, their passive perception is pretty darn high, so don't worry about it.
I don't think I can poke the guy through there with my staff. I guess I could poke him.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
He's 5 feet away from you.
Bonk. Or I could run down here and thunderwave those guys.
You could infestation him.
I could, but it's con save and he's made of stone. So
fair,
I'm guessing
fair.
that he's pretty con
Probably
heavy.
won't care about fleas.
Yeah, I think I'm going to...
What type of damage does it do?
Which?
The infestation.
Poison damage.
He might be immune to poison.
So I think it's like a stone thing. It's not going to...
Yeah.
I feel like Finken would know that. Like, poison doesn't work on rocks.
Well, sending a bunch of insects.
Oh, wait,
to
you
attack
ran
the
away.
statue. I moved away. Yes.
Okay, so I can thunderwave on those guys, or does the wall block the thunderwave?
No, you can blow out the wall.
Okay, I'm doing it.
do it. Yes.
I thunderwave first. I guess I'll first level thunderwave. They have to make a DC Constitution save of 14,
Okay.
and they take half on the thing. That's 1d8.
Those are a 19 and a 14 naturally, so that's...
Tacit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 2d8. Yeah,
Yeah,
2d8.
2d8. I used to have Terracat Thunderwave.
For 11. So they take half that.
Yeah, so you hear this gigantic thunderclap explode out, and just you see the plaster and mortar of the front wall just get blown out. It looks like it's more the debris that affected the gargoyles. They're still standing there, but now they can see everything inside the room.
Crap.
Oh, I should have moved back. But so then I guess I can move away, but I'd provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can.
You can cast your thingy guy.
Oh yeah, I'll cast my my what's it called? The spirit bond.
Mm-hmm. Which one are you going to cast?
And I will do. I guess as bear it makes sense, right? Because we need our
Temporary hit points?
yeah.
Are you going to include Artis Simber and Dragonbait in that? Or you need line of sight to see them?
Oh,
Just in the...
any in the area in
Yeah.
the aura. It says me and my allies.
Do you
Each
consider...
creature of your choice in the aura, when the spirit appears, gain temporary hit points. Each allies gains advantage. I think they're allies.
You think they're allies?
They're not the gargoyles, and
Yeah.
they're fighting the gargoyles. And also, like, we had a good smell exchange.
Bonding through smell.
They are included, and everyone now gets 5 plus 4, 9 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Awesome. All
bigger.
right. The gargoyles are going to
We still have
go.
the ones from before, so.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I did +9 temporary points.
But they don't stack. You just get the highest number.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't,
they
you don't
don't
add them
stack.
together.
Yeah,
So
they never
just at
stack.
9.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If your previous one was like 12,
I had
then you
3.
you had 12. Yeah.
Yeah, then it goes up to 9.
Then it just goes up to 9. Yeah.
Actually, this guy's going to crash through there.
Yeah.
Whoa! Kool-Aid Man!
Oh, yeah.
Surrounded. Which square is he in? Yeah, of course. Near me.
So the gargoyles come crash, like the plaster and mortars don't stop them at all as they come walling in. We're going to do the first set of attacks on
Oh, shit.
Cal.
Okay.
So that's 2 claws.
That's a slashing
And I have
damage.
resistance
Yeah.
thanks
Yes.
because of the fact that I'm raging.
That's all right. They miss on their first 2 attacks.
Woohoo!
But the bite is going to come slashing down on you. Is a 19 versus AC.
That's a hit.
D6
This is my spirit.
for 7 piercing damages that chomps into.
Okay, so I'm resistant to that, so that's half of that?
Yes.
Is that it? So 4, right?
4, correct.
Okay, so
Always
that's-
round down. So in theory, if you get 1 damage, that reduces to 0.
Oh, I thought you still at least take 1.
No, it got clarified.
It
Oh,
just
okay.
covers everything, right?
So wait a minute. Sorry, half rounded down or rounded up?
Round down.
Always round down.
Always round down.
Also, and I said 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
1
4,
rounded
yeah.
down is
All right,
nothing.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, 7 damage. So 3.
It's 3. It's 3. And the second gargoyle is going to attack you. Ooh, that's 17 and a 17.
Yep, both hits. I might use my stones endurance on one of them.
That is a 4 and a 7 for 11 slashing.
So first one was 2,
It'd be 5 slashing total.
2, and then the second one was what? 7 total.
Yeah.
So
I'll just give you the total at the end.
Yeah. So that's 34.
And the bite is an 18 versus AC.
That's a hit.
Ooh, they get 2. They get 4 attacks, eh?
Yeah.
Or 3 attacks each. Oh my gosh.
They are forearmed.
Oh yeah. Fair enough.
And that is an 8. That's max damage on the 6. 8 piercing.
So 4.
Yeah, use your stones endurance.
Yeah, stones endurance. I'm going to use it on that one. So, I reduced it completely. I rolled an 11.
Nice. As the last attack, like the bites in, there's no blood or anything.
So yeah, as I'm starting to take these hits, my tattoos begin to swirl around my body, and it actually comes up to the point where on the bite, the one of the animals, let's say the bear, is like its face is meeting the bite, and as the bite comes into my skin, it immediately heals.
Nice. Don't forget, you also have temporary hit points on top of that.
Yes, yeah.
And
I
on the
burned
left
through
row,
those with the first couple hits. Yeah.
ooh, hot dice on the gargoyles is a 22 and an 18.
The 22 hits. The 18 does not.
Oh! For 3 slashing.
Alright.
And the bite is going to be a 19.
That does hit.
I get another 3 slashing.
Alright.
As you see this flurry of claws come down on your flail snail sheet, you see some like the flecks of like this chromatic powder come scraping off as it just has this flurry. As you see, like, this moss just kind of dangles and weaves as it's just this unrelenting rage just comes washing down on top of you. Finquin, the back gargoyle is going to assist the front gargoyle.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
don't
going
like
to need either an athletics or a acrobatics check, as it's going to try and grapple you.
Oh.
athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah,
Has to be one of those two.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait, is that a strength check?
Strength
Athletics,
check.
Athletics is
Athletics is
strength.
strength based.
Yeah.
Okay, so I choose athletics, and I get advantage, right? Because
Yeah.
my bear spirit.
Correctamundo.
16.
16. I got an 18 on for you.
Whoa,
I'm
no.
grappled.
Yeah, you are grappled as you feel the forearms wrap around you and kind of get pushed out the window as he begins to.
Oh god, you're being abducted by a gargoyle.
Actually, no, you feel just kind of like that. There's no ground below as he pulls you 10 feet off of the.
Oh shit.
Oh.
And you feel all of a sudden he lets go.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
I'll
I'm in falling.
I'll let you use a reaction as if you want a wild shape.
I can't wild shape into a flying thing, right?
You don't have
And
flying
it
shapes
doesn't-
yet?
No, I don't have flying shapes yet. But I could probably do something that would fall well. Is it bonus action?
A cat.
I'm going to use that as a reaction.
Oh, okay. So as I'm falling,
Yeah.
well, I'd have lots of time while I'm falling. We could just do it that way.
Yeah, well, if you fall 170 feet a turn, and you're 700.
How about if you
Yes,
follow
I get
something
4
with no
turns.
weight?
Yeah.
So I'll just think about it. I take 1 turn to think about what I'm going to turn into.
As you see this giant frobog being lifted by this guy, having a little bit of trouble with it, and the gargoyle just lets go.
Kel thinks he might be doing something heroic and stupid.
And the last gargoyle is going to attack on Durand.
Oh, shit.
That is a 15 and a 20.
Those are both hits.
That is a 5 and a 3 for 8 total.
Oh, there goes the temporary hit points.
And the last bite is a 7.
Miss.
And it comes croosh as it slashes down on top of you. And
Take 2 slashes and dodge the bite.
Artisimber gets attacked for that, and they hit.
No, not artists.
Takes return.
He was not long for this roll.
cold.
Better save
That.
them.
You actually hear what appears to be stone kind of locking up and then crumbling to the ground.
What?
Well, I wish we could see what's going on in that room.
Time to blow
It's
up.
anti-melting.
And on Dragonbait is a miss and a miss. And a third miss.
Ooh, jeez. These
And on
guys are
this-
sweet. Can you join our party?
Can we join your party?
They're actually also rolling just really, really low. That's a miss and a miss. And also a miss. Didn't roll above 10 the
my
entire
God.
time.
Oh my gosh.
As you hear, appears to be stone scraping on metal. Alethra, you are up.
Sweet.
And you just saw Fenquin get dropped over the side.
Think we know! Shape into something! I will shield bash the gargoyle right in front of me.
Okie dokie.
Ugh, that is, give me an athletics or acrobatics save. Or John, gotta be 15.
Oh, that's going to be a 10.
Oh, I do knock him over. Sweet.
Sweet.
Bonk. Boonk.
I will pull out the scimitar and rain it down.
Advantage.
Oh, jeez, it's a 12. God damn it.
Well, you land the hit, but it just doesn't sink into the stone. It just glances off the side.
Shink. You missed, but he's doing some flair.
Right, gotcha. Gotcha. And then I will move away from him before we can do our attacks of opportunity because I am mobile. And I'll move over to next to Cal.
All right. Iku is not there yet. Artisimber, you see everybody, a gargoyle being held out, and it appears to be a giant icy hand, and it just crushes the gargoyle as it crumbles into stone off the side
Oh my god.
Dead?
He's Iceman.
of the cliff. Yes, it is dead.
Whoa.
As you see him come running around the side, 1, 2, 3,
Artis!
5, 6, and you see Artis kind of like clearly interrupted in the middle of sleep, just like completely shirtless, like the Tom Selleck broad hairy chest.
Pandering.
But you also notice his eyes are completely blue and almost looks like there's like frost and ice just like bleeding out the side. As his arms are just look like that he's dipped them in a freezer up to his elbows. There's just like this cake of frost on
Oh, it's like Bioshock.
the side.
He's gonna get frosted tips on the eyes.
And you see him come and he's like, is everyone okay here? As it is now Dragonbait's turn. He's going to uncork.
Come on, Dragonbait.
Oh yeah, he got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He lands both of his hits. Ooh. And then the extra damage on top of that. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of 8s on a d10. Everyone sees kind of like this flash of brilliant radiant light as you hear stone crumble once more.
That guy's got
As you smell the smell of burning tar once more. Kel.
All right, so Kel again, the ancestors, his tattoos and ancestors are swirling even more, a lot more activity. You're actually starting to hear sounds come from the tattoos of like in disembodied voices saying "attack here," "he's weak there," and different male and female voices. So, and then I attack the one in front of me again recklessly. So I will do that with advantage. And that's going to be a 18 versus AC.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. All right, so the D12 That's 6 plus another 6 is 12 damage.
So that is 6 in
Nice.
total. As you bite into it. Durand.
All right, Durand is cornered by this gargoyle in front of him.
Yeah, you notice it's holding out all 4 of its arms, and the moss is just kind of like hanging and dangling down. It's like this face is almost like it's like a howler monkey, just kind of like getting right up in your face. Like it's a little intimidating. As
All right, Durand like feints to one side and slashes at one of his arms. 17 plus 5 is 22.
That's a hit.
And I get sneak attack because thanks to rakish audacity, I'm within 5 feet of it. No other creatures are within 5 feet, and I don't have disadvantage.
How are you being rakish?
So he feints to one side, and as it reaches out to stop him, he pulls back and stabs it in the armpit.
Nice. Can't use that.
So that's
Just cut all your tendons in your arm. Can't use it anymore.
It's made of stone. It doesn't have
2d6
tendons.
for the sneak attack.
Damn it, my one weakness.
4 plus.
You mean not
5,
having tendons?
so 9
Yes.
plus 3. That's 12 total.
12, so 6 in total.
And then as the thing stumbles confused, he moves over to here. And I'm going to take disengage as a bonus action.
Sweet.
And zip down the drop down the ladder. Whoop.
Give me an acrobatics check. This should be pretty easy for
Advantage.
Acrobatics isn't that great.
Advantage.
No, that's athletics.
Athletics.
Oh.
Yeah, acrobatics is dex based. 16.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, you just land down.
Yeah, he just slides down the
Superhero
ladder.
landing.
Drops, do I have movement left? Can I get into this corner?
Probably do.
Yeah,
1,
you
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
Great.
Finkwin is falling.
Yeah, Finkwin is falling, and it's now Finkwin's turn.
Oh yeah. So then
As you feel gravity just pulling, you can actually see Dungar is at the bottom. Looks like he's asleep. You recognize that white shrouded corpse of Mercy.
So as he lets go, I feel myself falling. I transform into a spider.
Okay.
I do have a little spider there. There's a spider. And I start unfurling a web and using my tentacles to kind of glide over to the wall to grab onto the wall.
Yeah, easily enough because spiders are light, and that's what they do in nature. You just kind of whoop, boop, and you attach yourself to the side of the
Not a giant spider, an actual spider.
Just a little spider. The giant spider would have trouble
3 hit
stopping
points.
the surface area.
Yeah.
So then I scurry up the side of the mountain as much as I can.
All right, what's the movement speed on
20.
20. So you can dash 40 feet. You're 170 feet down, so you're 130 feet away.
Oh, okay. I'm 130 away.
You got 4 more turns to get up there.
Well, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I guess
That was very smart. I liked it.
The gargoyles are going to go. We'll do the 2 in front of Kel and Mercy.
So Big Wings has to attack me on
That's
disadvantage.
Or sorry, Electra.
Do you have the marker?
So, yeah.
Oh,
these are-
yeah.
I'm going to make myself a little climbing tracker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. So
Take a picture of that. Put it on the...
2 slashes on Kel.
okay, make those first 2.
Yep.
So that's 11 and
This is
13
versus AC?
versus AC.
Oh, both miss.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Now I'm rolling poorly.
And I roll this last one with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yes.
This is the bite.
Yes, Cal.
Both 8s, and that's going to be a 12 total versus AC.
Ooh, that's a miss.
Boosh. And then the next one is going to unload on Electra.
Yeah, so that dances over, blocks the shield, comes back over.
A 17 and a 13.
Easily parries underneath both of those.
Clink, 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 clink. I'm changing out my D20s.
No, keep rolling those ones.
And
Don't
the
turn
bite
around.
is an 8 versus AC.
It's also a miss. Yeah, she's dodging and weaving, throwing up her shield to block a...
You hear a sickening crack of kind of like dry wood begin to give way as you see both gargoyles smash down
Through the ceiling?
through the ceiling. Oh, look out, Electra, give me a dexterity save.
Actually, I do get a +6 on this because it's happening just to me. It's a 13.
That is not enough as you get knocked prone and take
The gargoyle lands on top of you.
3 blunt damage as the gargoyle lands on top of you.
Oh, no.
Stomps off.
Goodbye, TPH. So I assume he's next, right there.
Yeah. And that one's going to move next to you. And they're going to take advantage of Mercy on the ground.
I left her on the ground.
Oh, sorry, on the ground, sorry.
Man, everybody really wants Mercy to come
Mercy's
back.
not alive.
But never forgotten.
Okay, first claw attack is a 21.
That will hit.
That'll be for 5 slashing.
Mm-hmm.
The second one will be a 22.
That will also hit.
That is going to be for 7 slashing.
Yikes.
And the bite is going to be, that's only 16.
That's a miss.
Because you just finally hold your shield up as it just slashes down. And you see the teeth kind of erupt from the big oak, like the big circular face as it comes to try and chomp down on you. You just hold your flail snail shield up in the way. And then the second one, no, it sees Durand next to it and doesn't like that it got stabbed by Durand. So
No!
2 claw attacks against Durand for a 23 and a 19.
Yep, those are both hits.
That is... Oh, that's a beefy. It's 8 and 8 is 16.
Well, I'm nearly dead.
And the bite is a 7 versus AC.
Nope.
As it kind of, again, those bites don't seem to land very well. When he gets it's the faces are molded into that stone green devil face of the open circle. Actually, kind of looks like the thing at the front there. And that is all the gargoyles.
Oh, there's the one that was
right.
prone.
This would have moved with me, I think, actually, because it has to be within 60 feet of me, doesn't it?
No, I think you just cast it.
You cast
Oh
it.
yeah, and it just stays there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one is going to stand up and attack Artis Cimber because he's right there. With a natural 1 and a natural 4, so he misses on the first 2. And lands a 23 on the second one.
So embarrassed that he sees me on the ground.
He gets bit in the back by this thing for 5 points of damage. But you notice that as it bites in, you see this blue magical energy just encase the face of it in frost, and it takes 14 cold damage in return.
Ice armor.
Good trade.
How do I do that?
Alethra, you are up.
All right, I'll kick up to my feet.
Yeah, you are surrounded by gargoyles and allies and possible crushes.
Takes a glance over at good old Artis, and then focuses over on the gargoyle that Kel has been chomping on. Let's do a shove. It's a 18 athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, that is 8.
So he's knocked prone.
You see the shield come right into the gut of this four-armed gargoyle. You didn't really exactly win it, but you caught it by surprise and just kind of like falls flat on its stomach. And you actually see as it lands on that path outside, the wood kind of buckles and gives a little bit.
Whoa. Let's do a scimitar attack. Oh, it's a crit.
Nice.
So that is 2d6. Yeah, crit on the 18. Thanks to the scimitar. I'm definitely going to spend a superiority die to give myself 2d8 in addition to this.
Bonus damage dice.
So good. Not great rolls though. So that is 10, 13, plus 4, so 17 damages.
So that is 8.
And to impress her crush, she will action surge. And
Your action crush surgeon.
yeah.
Or action surge.
This thing is still awake, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Watch me, senpai.
Probably not. That's an 11.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
As you look over, you're like, I'm going to do this for Artis. And he clink, just right off the
Clink,
side. Just
womp.
glances off the side.
Classic Alethra.
That's all the things I can do.
It is Iku's turn. As you see her come flying in.
Yay!
We could use some healing.
Oh my god! You see her actually flying in the air.
Oh,
As you see her
sweet.
point her finger at the gargoyle that's flying right there. The one
Is she
that's
far away or close?
I will say about 20 feet away. As the one that was drop Fanquin, and you see her point her finger, and you see do a wisdom save first. With a natural 2. As you see it begin to seize up, and with the hold person spell, and drops.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, on that last gargoyle attack, you have to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to try to go attacking me.
That's a natural 1.
So it is now marked by both me and Mercy.
Oh, nice.
Me and Kel, yeah.
Teamwork.
That's flippin' team.
All right.
So that's disadvantage attack both. Well, it's disadvantage attack me. Well, you throughout. Yeah, it's disadvantage both ways now.
Yeah, it can't attack anyone without disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right. Artis Cimber. Everyone's all clumped together and he can't. Yeah, he's going to have to pull out. He pulls out his bookmark. And you see this glowing dagger. Ooh. As you see, it's kind of like it's this green arcane energy that comes off of it as he shanks it into the back of the gargoyle that just attacked him.
This one?
Yeah. Oh, that is a 21 to hit. It's only a D4, unfortunately. For 9 damage.
Oh, magical weapons.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we could use some of those.
It all goes through. Boosh. Dragonbait is going to come running through the hole. Or there's no hole in the wall. You know what? I'm going to give him an athletics check. He's going to see if he can bust through the wall.
yes.
Yeah.
Natural 20 as you see this little shielded saurian come flying through.
I love your shield technique.
Almost like Captain America through the
Is that what he
elevator
wants to do, or
style.
is he gonna bust? Where's he gonna bust through?
Yeah, he'll bust through.
Yeah. Okay.
And he'll do his 2 attacks with his... You see his sword light up in fire as he comes chopping down on top of it. 2 natural 2s in a row. That is not enough. No. He's kind of distracted, like the wall debris kind of falls on top of him.
Oh, jeez.
What
Kel,
do we smell?
Yeah.
you smell... One second.
Black tar.
I mean, I don't smell anything.
No.
Yeah.
I'm 100 feet away.
I'm curious, though.
I am curious, yeah.
You smell ham.
What's that?
Ham is like... I'm concerned?
Steely determination.
Determined.
Yeah, maybe.
Determined.
Smell of ham.
You smelled ham right before I opened the door.
Yeah. Cautious.
Welcome to the party, Iku.
Okay, so Kel again in a rage. Again, his tattoos continue to swirl, continue to activity around him. The voices are becoming more audible and louder. You know, it's his ancestors guiding him in battle. So he takes a big swing at Big Wings again.
Big Wings is
On
right.
Yeah,
I just
so
want-
you got advantage.
You get regular advantage with it. You don't have to attack recklessly, actually.
Yeah. So that's gonna. Oh, I rolled double 17s.
Nice.
So that's 23 versus AC,
That is a hit.
and that's gonna be 11 plus another 6 is 17 damage.
So that's 8.
Yep. Oof. Chewing away.
Yeah.
Ka-chunk, as you begin to like chop away at the moss, chop away at the stone, you actually see some cracks and fissures develop
Yeah.
in the arms.
Oh man, if only I had a magical weapon that would. Well, I mean, fair play. I got resistance too, so
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of the trade-off. You guys did discover magical shields. Just
Yeah.
Not swords.
Yeah. What can you do?
Durand, it is your go.
All right,
my
can
God.
I move through the space of allies?
Yes.
Yes, through allies, acrobatics tumble as part of your move action to... I believe it's part of a move. It may actually be an action.
To move through ally spaces?
Oh, no, ally spaces you can move through just fine. Going through an enemy space, I believe you have to tumble through.
No, I have a clear path, so I know what I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to
do.
disengage, right?
Yeah, so the one next to me, there I'm going to stab at it with the obsidian scimitar first.
Yep.
Or slash at it, I guess. That's only a 13.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Dang.
It deflects it with its arm.
All right, and then I'm going to take disengage as a bonus action, and I'm going to move. I'm going to squeeze past Alethra into this empty space, out to here, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over to here down the pathway.
Yeah. As you squeeze by Artis Cimber, you just kind of like brush against the skin, and it feels ice cold to the touch. Like it feels like it almost like a burning sensation.
Oh, that dude is so cool.
Hi-oh.
Thinkwin, climbing up the side of a cliff.
Can I wild shape from one wild shape into another wild shape on a cliff?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to become an ape now and climb a little bit faster. So now I climb 60 feet every turn instead of 40.
Yeah. I will make you give me a athletics check just to...
Oh, because I might fall off?
Yes.
Oh, well, hold on. Before I do that then, what's my athletics going to be? It's strength?
It should, apes should have athletics.
Plus 3.
They should have
Oh, no,
Plus
plus
five.
5. You get plus 5 to your athletics check.
Well, there we go. I'm outside of my aura. Oh, do I want to do that then? Well, it's too late. I said I was doing it. What happens if I fall here? I'm just screwed.
I'll give you a choice to either take 3d6 falling damage or exhaustion, and you can still go up.
Oh, okay.
But it's a pretty...
Oh! 7.
7 in total? Yeah, it's kind of like that change of going from spider stuck on the wall to trying to find purchase of something big enough for ape hands. So you can choose to take a level of exhaustion or fall down 3d6 worth of damage.
How far down the wall is that?
That'd be about 10 feet. 15 feet, actually.
I gotta get back up to the fight, but I don't want to take that damage. So I will take the 1 level of exhaustion.
All right, and you can still go up your full dash range as an ape.
Do I take that, or is that my ape takes that?
Your ape takes that. No. Well, actually, no. You take the level of exhaustion. Sorry.
Yeah, exhaustion is to the character.
Okay, exhaustion. Well, whatever.
I
Okay.
believe the ape has a climbing speed, which it can go at.
It climbs 30 feet, so I'm going to dash, so I'll be at 100 feet now.
Nice.
Which means I'm up in 1 more turn, I think.
Right, that petrify or paralyzed gargoyle is still falling. As you're climbing up, you see this gargoyle kind of like locked in a flying position, falls right beside you. Whoosh! Kind of feel like the waves in the wake of it go flying by. Big Wings is going to stand up and has to attack either Kel or Alethra, so disadvantage on all these attacks against Kel. That is a 15 versus AC.
Push.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, disadvantage, damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
For 5 slashing.
That's 2?
Yeah. And for the other claw, as it comes biting in, that is a 7 versus AC.
Miss.
And if the bite, that would have been a natural 20, but it is a 9 versus AC.
Miss. Sweet. So as the first one hits me, I again, like, I take the hit, and I'm like, argh! And then I gain resolve and just bash away the other claws and bites with my weapon. I bat it away with like the face of my axe.
Mm-hmm. The gargoyle behind you, however, does not have disadvantage.
Oh shit!
No. I'll take a disadvantage on the first one though.
All right. Oh, double 19s.
Oh, you son of a gun!
Oh well.
For 5 slashing damage. So
2.
The next one's going to go against Alethra. That is a 21 versus AC.
That is also a hit.
That is 5 slashing as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it sees that you're kind of defending. It has a bit of tactics to it. It's going to keep attacking you.
Fair enough. Mm-hmm.
Versus 10 versus AC.
No.
These bites just are not landing today. And the other one is going to attack Dragonbait.
Yeah, that guy's probably pretty tacky.
That is an 18 and misses as it clanks off the side of the
18.
sheath.
Oh yeah, 18. Yeah, that's my AC. Never mind.
And the bite, just roll natural 3 on that one. As these bites just do not land today. Their mouths are not meant to
chew on us.
chew on you.
We have mouths made of stone. What hubris
We're
is this?
friends, not food.
Fish all friends.
And the other one is going to attack Artis. For both misses, rolling super low on that one.
No, he's just too good. You
Yeah,
can't hit him, John.
He's just doing like almost
so
like
dreamy.
that samurai master, just like dodging out of the way of the claws. The trails of like the frosty
spicy.
essence coming off of his hair's just kind of sunk, like falling down to the sides a little bit. He's getting a little.
It's blowing in the wind.
Yeah, He's getting a little sweaty glean on him.
Alethra definitely has made some fan art. Is going to be making some fan art.
That is a 17 and finally hits for the bite. It lands for 5 damage.
Only I can protect you, baby.
And he takes 13 damage if frost in return.
That was not worth the exchange.
You actually see it crumble to the ground in stone and snow.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Oh. They are the real MVPs of this fight.
Oh, yeah.
This fight would have gone a lot different.
We would
had they
have
not
been
done
quite
that.
dead.
Imagine if they weren't here and these guys attacked us. I don't know.
We would have been screwed.
Yeah.
And I think there's one more gargoyle in there. It's,
Yeah, this guy?
The one in front of me. Actually, he's actually in between. You can hit 3 of us. You can hit Alethra, Kel, or Artis.
Well, it sees pack tactics going on and it's going to start attacking Alethra. So 2 claw attacks. That is a 16 and a 19.
The 19 hits.
You get fainted with 1 claw attack, and the second one comes in for 8 slashing, and it just gets you right across the stomach.
Yikes.
And the ill-fated bite attack. Hurrah! 19.
That's also hit.
For 4 piercing damage. It just gets crunched right down onto your shoulder.
Ouch. That hits, I'm down to 9 hit points.
Dang.
Electra, it is
We're
your
going
go.
to need Iku to get you a heal.
Well, you know who also can heal? Alethra. Let's do a second wind. For the lowest possible second wind.
Ugh.
She is definitely flustered in the presence of such a hot babe. So she's back up to 14 hit points. She can't do her shield bash, so it is a regular attack. She'll keep focus firing on this one that we've been hitting. It's only a 14 to hit.
Just a miss.
So flustered.
It's really
Alethra, pull yourself together.
Artis Simmer's really the detrimental effect in this fight.
Yeah, well, don't worry, he's killing everyone else for me. So
Iku sees Alethra in trouble. She's actually going to fly over and down through the hole in the top floor and land somewhere adjacent to you.
she can go in this corner. She can go next to Artis, I guess.
She'll right next to Kel and you.
Yeah, all right.
And she will heal you as she puts her hands on you for cure wounds. Oh, that's a lot of 8s. It's 15, 21, 25.
Whoa, that's a big level cure. Level 3, level 5.
That brings me up to max.
Nice.
That's all she can do. Artist Simber.
Actually, sorry.
Artist, come on, use your cold magic and get rid of the rest of these guys.
Actually, oh, right. That hand is still out flying there. You see this ice. I completely forgot he had the icy hand. As it comes in, and you see it come slamming down and punches the gargoyle in front of him. For just barely makes it with a 15. Oh, that's a lot of 8s again. For 21 frost damage, and it crunches the top, the open mouth skull right into the neck of the body and just crumbles it into.
Which one's this?
The one, yeah, right there.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And Dragon Bait, as this big, cold flying hand, actually, I'll put a d6 of where the flying hand is. Hurrah! And Dragon Bait, with his flaming sword.
Fire and ice.
Oh, he got a crit on it.
Nice.
Dang.
So
Do it, Dragon Bait. I believe in you.
2d8.
You're the best, Dragon Bait.
You're the best.
13. No one's ever going. 13, 18 slashing, and then 4d or 8d10 radiant.
Training is my call.
It's a whole lot of d10s. 2, 4, 6. Oh, it's a lot of 10s as well. 14, 23, 27, 34, 44.
What?
Is he
These
going
guys
to
are like
have
level
half
10.
this damage?
44, 54, 59 radiant damage.
Oh.
As it just cleaves it, like just slices it, doesn't even crumble, just two parts of the gargoyle slice in half.
Do you have any flashbacks? Any trauma
From
that image of a perfectly sliced enemy? A la Mercy, who you let die.
let her die.
In character,
Let her.
in character, Mercy blames herself for the death. I think there should be some flash of trauma, PTSD.
You didn't
Cal.
get sliced right in half.
You are up, Kel.
It was way messier than that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Kel, again, seeing that the battle is swinging our way, gives out a great big grin and just continues to rage. Again, tattoos swirling everywhere. I'm gonna keep attacking Big Wings. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna do this recklessly again.
Do it up.
19 and a 1. So let's see, that's 25 versus AC.
Because of the dig at Alethra, it is a myth. No, I'm kidding. you land a solid blow on it.
All right. So
Right in the shoulder. You actually cut off some of the
4 plus
algae
another 6
moss.
is 10, so 5 slashing damage, I guess.
5 total?
10 total.
10 total.
10, 5 for you.
5. Gotcha. As this thing looks pretty hurt.
Yeah, it must be. We pumped at least 20 damage into it.
Durand, you are up.
What can I do here? You're what? You're in that spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can dart in, hit something, and get back out. So I'll run back in around the corner, run up and try to stab that guy. It was actually the same guy I was fighting before.
Yeah.
You kind of get this fire and ice feeling as you feel the heat off of Dragon Bait's flaming sword. Woo! And just the cold of running by Artist Ember.
Gotta get me one of those. All right, I hit with a 19, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
All right, so
sneaky attack.
3d6.
Yep. Ooh, nice. 11 plus 5 is 16, plus 3 is 19.
So 9.
Yep. Oof. And then I will back up again. Boop, boop, boop. Wait, I was here, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can only get back to there.
Yeah.
And you can still hide.
Yeah, that's true.
I can. I will plaster myself up around the corner and hide as a bonus action.
Only to this guy.
Yeah, I went from the guy you just hit. The Big Wings will still see you.
What is my stealth? Ooh, 22 on stealth.
All right.
That's pretty sweet.
Okay, so Fenkin climbs another 60 feet as an ape. And now I'm basically at the lip of the cliff there.
Nice.
Fenquin, you're okay. That's you, right?
We're also being attacked by monkeys.
Oh god! Planet of the Apes.
Watch out for the monkey guys.
They finally decided to rise up and take over everyone for themselves.
You smell violets again as Durand says that. The gargoyles, you see them look at each other, and you hear kind of like this this high-pitched, like, two massive stones, like, almost like steel on steel, that's like granite grinding against each other, as they both take the disengage action and fly up through the roofs and begin to fly off into the sky.
Yep.
They have a fly speed of 60 feet, so they're going 120.
Oh, okay. There's a gun.
Alethra.
Wait, they can dash as a bonus action?
Right, sorry, just 60 feet.
Yeah, because
60
disengage
feet.
would have
Okay.
been their first action.
So they're just moving 60 feet out.
I will.
Still off the board.
I'll drop my sword, pull out the short bow.
Okay.
Let's see if I can down. I'll aim for the one that we've been wailing on.
I'll essentially give everyone one more round of attacking to.
Yeah, big
Oh,
old,
Kel might
big
do
wing.
something insane.
Oh my god, I rolled a 1.
No.
You're so flustered.
The starlight just kind of catches that ice essence coming off of Artis Simber's eyes. The sweat just kind of hits you in the side of the face a little bit.
Yeah, it's like looking at him while shooting the bow.
Boink.
Did I hit it? I didn't hit it.
You did not. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. Iku has to maintain concentration on the spell as it falls. More, but that comes up later on. Oh, wait, no, that happened last round. So that has one more round of falling before it hits the ground.
Okay.
That's all she can really do. Does anyone need healing?
I can just Duran.
I do.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm like less than half health.
Okay, so you see her run over. Where's my d8s? There's my d8s. Ooh, that's good. 6, 12 is 16 points of healing.
Woo! That takes me back to Max. Thank you, Iku.
All right. And Artis Simber looks out as he sends out another cone of cold to try and... You see him just hold up his hand, and he just channels this massive blast of frost, and everyone kind of gets like this blowback of cold energy. And...
Ice and fire.
Oh, one gargoyle saves, the other one does not. That's my d8s again. Go. Oh, that's a lot of 8s. 10, 15, 18. Oh, that's not a lot of 8s. 20, 22, 23 cold for the last one. Still holding on, and the last one still looks very damaged as well.
So they're both still holding on?
They're still both holding on. They got blasted by frost.
Right.
Dragonbait can do nothing. You see the flames on his sword extinguish as he sheathes it by the side, and you smell tar. Kel.
Kel has a flash of an insane idea.
Uh-oh.
They're 60 feet or...
Time travel incoming.
Thank God he can't do that.
I don't think... No, he couldn't make that jump, could he? For 40 feet off of the edge.
Kel flings himself
20
off. Yeah.
There's
20 feet off the edge?
There's literally no safety net.
Yeah. Oh. You know what? Kel actually kind of like walks over, looks over.
You see an ape climbing up the side.
Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah. Kel puts his hand down to help the ape up and give the ape a lift up.
Yeah. Fenquin, you feel yourself hoop onto the side of the... Thank God there were no rails, or that would have been difficult.
Ah, hubris.
And your rage subsides because you didn't do
Yes.
any damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Durand.
Yes.
All right, I drop my scimitar, pull out my light crossbow. I'm going to take aim at that one,
Okay.
and I'm going to give myself... I'm going to spend inspiration to give myself advantage, which means that I get my sneak attack.
Oh, that's cool.
it up.
That's neat.
Because I need to have advantage.
Yeah.
Let's see. 12 plus 5 is 17.
That is a hit. See
Okay.
that last bolt go flying in.
So that is... Nice. 11 plus 4 is 15 plus 3 is 18 damage.
That's 9.
Yep.
That one is still...
God damn it.
Holding on. As you see the last arrow just kind of sink in the side, you see a little bit of stone crumble off. Fenquin.
Okay. So I'm up on the thing.
Yeah. And you're a monkey right now. Or an ape.
Yeah, I'm an ape and they're far away, right?
Yeah.
I do a threat display.
Give me a performance or an intimidation check.
Oh, great. With the apes,
With the ape stats.
performance is charisma.
It's a bonus action to throw your poop.
Oh yeah, I can throw poop. Where'd my other dice go? There it is. Okay, so I have This is just charisma?
Yeah.
7.
They are not intimidated by... You see this angry ape just like hurling its arms up and they're kind of stomping down.
Oh, I have a rock. Rock can go 25, 50. But they're further?
They're further, yeah.
No, they're 20 feet.
30 feet.
They're 30 feet. Oh, yeah, so it'd be disadvantage for the attack.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that instead. Sorry, can I do that instead?
Yeah, I'll say
They're
you
only
can
20 feet off the edge.
Yeah, you do that as a bonus. You.
Yeah, no, they're within. You don't have to do a disadvantage. They're 20 feet off the edge.
No. We're just.
They're further.
They're further. Than
No,
that.
the most they can move was 60 feet, right? We established that.
Yeah, so...
That's
30
10.
feet. 1, 2, 3, 4,
20,
5, 6.
30.
No, they have a fly
right,
speed of 60 feet.
Oh, they have 5 to
I'm
60.
sorry, my
Okay.
bad. Yeah.
So they're even outside of my range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're inside the 50-foot range, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you'd be disadvantaged.
Disadvantage. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead. Oh, that's
Nope.
a 2.
7.
You see this ape just throw a rock out. You just kind of hear that.
Wasn't even an impressive throw.
You see the two gargoyles look back and then look at each other, and they use their dash to go 120 feet and fly away. What you do actually see is the monks in the sky also kind of having like this 3-dimensional matrix fight with the other gargoyles. And it looks like they're winning. It looks like they fought these things before and they know their tactics. Where you see them, one will grab the wings as the other one comes and does like a diving kick and just slices the wings off.
Damn.
Oh, I also need, let's get the group to do this. Collectively roll 10d6, please.
Collectively roll 10.
I got 2.
I got 3.
2,
So that's
2,
Oh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more.
I'll roll one more.
That's 7.
That's a 6. So,
9.
I got 6.
so 13, 22,
I got 7.
7. So that's
29.
29.
6.
And 6 is
35.
35. Half that is
17.
17. That last gargoyle crumbles breaks as it hits the ground. You hear
Oh, yeah, this one.
this crack as it drops off the side. Congratulations, you have defeated the gargoyle attack on Kir Sabal.
Hey.
You see Artis Simber goes, is everybody okay here?
Yeah, I think we're all pretty good. Thanks so much. That was incredible, Artis.
You see him sheath up his bookmark and like jams it down the front of his pants and he just kind of gives like that Superman pose. His wind just kind of catches in, his hair kind of catches in the wind.
This is all for Lethra.
I had no idea that gargoyles were native to this region. Did you?
He says, I've never seen them in this area. And Iku says, no, they're not native. These are actually gargoyles from Omu.
Oh.
So they decided to come here and raid us?
You see Asara comes flying down. She lands. Looks like she's taken a little bit of battle damage. She says, the royal family is safe.
I bow to the queen.
She's not. The queen's not with you.
Oh, she's not the queen?
It's just the teacher.
Okay. I don't bow to her.
She says, every now and then when a patrol or a scouting party from Omu returns, sometimes the gargoyles follow them back. We just had a party come in tonight, so it's very likely that they sent out a wave.
Was that party you, Artis? Have you been to Omu?
It's like, I don't even know where Omu is.
Oh, neat.
This is troubling. Should we go inside what remains of our home so we're not buffeted by the winds?
You see, Ashara said, we will arrange for other dwellings too. These are clearly not serviceable to ground-based humanoids anymore.
Well, they do seem quite well ventilated. I might like to still sleep here.
I'll take a new room, please.
I will also take the new room.
She says, very well, come with me. And she literally walks you like 4 houses down.
Yeah.
It's about the same condition, just minus the giant gargoyle holes in the side of the wall. She says, we'll arrange to have your gear to be moved unless you want to do so yourself. When we'll have fresh food, and if anyone needs wounds attended to, we'll take care of that. Obviously, chores in the morning are going to be postponed as we try and recover from this.
Does this happen often? The gargoyles?
She says it's not. There is a pattern. It seems the minimum amount of time they come back is about 2 to 3 weeks if we send a patrol out, or if they've been careless with how they leave the area. but the gargoyles are the guardians of Omu. They're the things that attack anything that flies over top.
Were these gargoyles installed while Queen Maxinarane was the monarch there?
She actually kind of cuts you off. Like, Maxinarane has never spent significant time in Omu.
Oh,
She's
of
never
course.
been the queen formally in Omu.
Right, sorry, of course. I mean, were they constructed by the royal families in Omu, or are they something of Raznisi's?
She says, I think they're something of Raznisi's because they're still fairly new.
I see.
And she said, and this is why we need to urgently rid the evil out of Omu, because if it happens here, it must be happening elsewhere as well.
Well, where else would it happen?
She said, I don't know. Any major settlement may get hit. It's hard to say. We don't live close to any, but we've been trying to find reports about it. I don't imagine Port Nianzaru would feel any of it. It's too far away and too well defended, but some things, some encampments just aren't well constructed or well defended to survive such an onslaught.
Yes, your battle tactics up there were really quite impressive.
Well, the wind monks are quite skilled fighters. It's about one monk is worth the value of about 5 or 6 gargoyles.
I could see they were quite excellent fighters. I myself must admit that my tactics were very poor against them.
Well, you're a ground-based creature. You do not know what it's like to fight in a 3-dimensional environment.
I have some idea, I'll have you know.
So it's cute that you're trying to learn, but until you've truly flown through the air, you won't really appreciate 3-dimensional tactics like we do.
No, that is true. I'm really just stuck to some planes here.
She says, very well. Settle down for the night. We will arrange for your rooms and some food to be brought down. And if you have anything else, just please let us know. We will begin reconstruction in the morning.
Have a good night, artists.
I'm glad you and your party is okay. I'm glad Dragonbait and I were here to help.
Yeah, thanks for the save. You guys are pretty strong.
I give a high five to Dragonbait.
He jumps up and high fives you at the same time.
I make the smell of tar.
Yes, you smell tar everywhere.
No, but I make the smell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's double tar smell.
Then I nod at Dragon.
You see artists turn back and kind of give a half-cocked smile. It's like, you get used to it.
I actually lean over at artists like, what's the honeysuckle?
Oh, he says the honeysuckle? Oh, that's when he's being tender or when he's concerned about something.
I make the smell of lemons.
Yeah, and eventually Dragonbait matches your smell of lemons. It's like that's his happy feeling.
Okay, so how do I get him to not make that tar smell?
Well, that's victory or celebration. You get a lot of weddings.
Wow.
Where is Dragonbait from, artist?
Oh, I don't know exactly. I don't even think he's from this reality. He's a very rare creature known as a Sariel.
Sariel. Nature. Can I roll nature, see if I've heard that?
Yeah, it'll be difficult.
Okay.
It'll be very difficult.
Anything from history, maybe?
Yeah, you can give me a bit of history.
I'll do it. I'm a nature guy.
Still swooned by Artist Simber.
I got 6
17 on nature?
That's not
I
even
don't think so.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I've never heard of a sorry.
they're very rare. Like I said, any you encounter are probably not from this existence. I don't even know if they're from this planet.
Will the bounty of nature know no end?
Well, artists, we've just had a hectic battle. I'm kind of wired from fighting and raging. How about we sit down and you tell us the story of how you met Dragonbait?
Well, I'm actually going to go to bed right now.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, don't bother artist, Cal.
We will be able to speak at breakfast, as we agreed before.
Yes.
There's no need
Alright.
to change our plans.
Okay. I guess I'm up, so might as well take the next shift in the in the watch.
Hope it's a quieter shift.
Are you staying in the broken out building?
No, I'll move along with everyone else to our new quarters.
I meant Franklin.
Oh, Franklin.
Yeah, I'll sleep in the broken building.
Okay. Give me a Constitution save. Yeah.
You're basically sleeping in a sky cell. You realize that?
Yeah.
This is what you're doing
With
now.
the wind pounding in.
There's no edge to the room. There's no
18.
wall.
You're good.
Yeah.
No ills.
Franken, I love the outdoors.
I mean, what if you like rolled in your sleep off the edge?
It was more of how cold it gets for. So yeah, the sun comes up. You get a full rest. You can regen your spell slots, your hit points. You regain half your hit dice if you spent any.
Long rest?
Yeah, long rest.
Long rest.
Woohoo!
Oh, I can change my spells. I was going to do that. I was going to take locate item, because I'm worried about the map now. And
Back to full hit points.
Mm-hmm. If you've lost any and haven't had them regenerated.
No, I already had.
Oh, dragon bait.
Yeah, he's an MVP.
Yeah, man. It's him an artist.
So you wake up in the morning.
Ice and fire.
You actually smell what appears to be like freshly fried fish. It looks breaded. There's some fruits and vegetables and some roots that are being put out for a platter for you. You're promptly woken up at 6 a.m. as the Arakoa, kind of like a welcoming staff, come in and just lay down a platter of food, almost like a thank you for contributing to the community, contributing to the fight against the gargoyles. And they express some remorse at having that you've had to go through that. They feel responsible for that.
Well, you did not know that they would be coming that evening. I imagine it must be quite a hardship living under the threat of gargoyle attack.
She says, well, it's one of the risks we take as we keep our eyes and to keep information on Omu constantly flowing through. You're in your own, it's almost an exact clone of the previous building you're in, and it's just the four of you. Iku is not with you this morning.
No.
so I've come over.
Yeah, right, sorry, it's just the three of you. And you wake up, and again, next door is Artisan Dragonbait, and you do smell lemons as he wakes up in the morning, or through the walls.
So are there a bunch of Arakoa hanging around us, or are we kind of by ourselves?
They just had people bringing breakfast. If you want them to leave you alone, they absolutely can. If you want them to stay, that's your choice as well.
Oh, thank you so much for this food. We're very, very grateful, and we're happy we were able to help with the defense of the city. We know that contributing is very important here.
Yeah, and you notice that a lot of like the cutlery and dishes are all wood. Doesn't look like there's very many metal products in this place.
That makes sense. Rats, though. I
approve.
But you didn't like wood. You're so confusing.
They are living in harmony with their nature.
But they cut down trees to make these plates and bowls and forks and things. They cut up the tree's corpse to make them.
And
why are you okay with this, but you're not okay with houses?
A termite chews the tree to make its termite mound. It does not seek to tame nature, they live within it.
Yeah, okay. Because plates and bowls just grow on trees?
No, but this is what they need to live. It is not excessive, like human residences.
Yeah, in fact, the only luxurious-looking place was the Utao Temple and the royal suite at the top. Everything else looks very kind of in the same type of not really maintained or upkept that well.
Well, I'm not sure if Dragonbait told you, artists, but
they're in their own room unless you want to go over.
I definitely want to go over and have our breakfast meeting.
As you knock on the door, Dragonbait opens the door for you, and he again the smell of lemons comes out. It looks like that the Arakoa have dropped off a breakfast platter for them as well. And you see Artis like again shirtless, just kind of like trimming his beard with his bookmark in a little hand mirror. It's like, Alethra, I hope you slept well last night.
I did. Thank you so very much.
It's like, can I help you with anything?
Well, we made an appointment with Dragonbait yesterday to help share some information with you. I didn't realize you were his companion.
It's like, Dragonbait and I have been traveling for a while now. Please come in. As you come in,
If you insist.
you kind of smell like that Old Spice, like woodsy aftershave type of.
I see Dragonbait is the only one who can cast off smells.
So, are your friends going to join us?
I mean, they don't have to, but they should probably be here for this.
I arrive. Hello, is this the place where we're having breakfast?
Yeah, you smell lemons once more as you
Give us all lemons. Good morning, Dragonbait.
you see Nod. He actually puts his arms around, just like hugs your leg.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I pat him gently on the back.
Kel comes in like chewing on something, rubbing his eyes. He's got like a coffee in his hand.
Yeah.
He's like, morning, everyone.
Actually, the coffee that now that you mentioned that
Yeah.
is exceptionally strong. Like
Okay.
it is. You're not tired after drinking.
Okay, so yeah, like my eyes go wide. It's like, and then I give another high five motion for Dragon
Yeah,
Bait.
he jumps up and gives you the high five as well, and also gives your giant leg a hug as well.
So, what kind of business are you in, Artis?
It's like, well, like I said, I'm a historian. I've been researching the areas around Chult. We've been trying to discover some new lore, some new history. We usually try to keep to ourselves because it was not that long ago when adventurers just started flooding into the area. So we like to keep our discoveries a little close to the chest, if you will.
Discretion is the better part of valor, as they say.
And Alether, you said you were a battle tactician and a historian as well. Is that why you were crawling through the jungles of Chult?
Well, we have a very specific mission, actually. Well, we are looking to help solve the death curse.
You say death curse, and you smell ham.
Sorry, what does ham mean again?
I also make this ham smell.
Oh, now I'm getting more hungry.
Artis says it's when he has worry or concern. You look over and Dragonbait kind of has like these sad puppy dog eyes, like.
Oh, I'm sorry that this affects you. It has affected me as well.
He says, we've been trying to keep our minds off of it to not get ourselves distracted, but Dragonbait has expressed some concern about when we were in Port Nianzaro together, we've seen the effects that the death curse can have. We've been trying to distance ourselves from it.
Well, we are sadly rushing headlong into it, and in trying to uncover the death curse, I believe that uncovering the history of Chult is quite important to understanding where to look.
The smell of ham gets stronger.
I don't know if you're worried about me, Dragonbait, but I will try to be safe.
You see him nod like the smell lessens a little bit. Still hammy, but still there.
What I have uncovered is that there was a conspiracy from the people of Mesro to cover up the history of Chult.
Everyone give me an insight check.
Insight.
Big old 12.
That's 14.
Oh, 13.
14.
Nobody got 15.
Yeah, no, Artist looks stone cold. Just like he just nods along. He's like, "Oh, what have you discovered?"
What have you missed there?
Well, let us first... Why we need not share all of our travels. You understand discretion.
He says, "Absolutely, we practice the same process ourselves."
But maybe we could share some of our notes, artists. The only way to uncover information is to share it, I believe.
He says he nods and he says, "True. You see him look over, kind of give like that exasperated sigh. He looks over at Dragonbait. He says, "I've been with my companion long enough to know when his heart and his mind are in the right place, and usually they don't align in the same direction. But it seems you've righted his compass, if you will." And he says, "I think with that, he is the purest heart I know. And if he thinks that you guys are going to be in need of help, then we offer our services to help you solve the death curse. We will put our own quest on hold until we solve this together."
I make the smell of lemons.
You have also followed by the smell of lemons. As you see Dragonbait kind of clasp his hands, kind of like that.
That is quite the offer. I think on behalf of the group we will accept.
It's like
Yes.
A classic yes from Franklin.
you see Artis Simber kind of like is everyone this? It feels like this should be a group decision.
Hey, whatever. I'm easy. You guys seem cool.
I am.
He gives you the double guns like, hey.
Artist, do you play dice?
I was like, I do, but I don't really have anything to gamble.
That's okay. We can just play for fun.
Like, that's not gambling then. That's just
Deception
playing dice.
check?
Well, I'm just the hired gun, but I really like you guys, especially Dragon Bait over here, and I just nudge him over. yeah.
You smell lemons again.
So yeah, if my opinion counts for anything, I'm okay with you guys. Oh.
You see Iku standing at the front door, and she holds her arms. I'm like, there he is. You see Dragonmate turn, runs over, and she picks him up, kind of like a grandmother and a grandchild, just spins him around, puts him down, like pats him on the head. He's like, it's good to see you again.
Oh, I didn't know you know everybody here, Iku.
She's like, oh, I've traveled around a bit. And you see Artist Simmer's like, Iku, like I thought that was I saw you last night. How are you doing? She's like, oh, very well, Artist, very well. I see you've met my company. He's like, yeah, they're quite skilled fighters and quite learned people. She says, well, a lot of them are.
Iko is our fantastic guide who has kept us alive. Well, a lot of us anyway, through thick and thin.
He says, well, Iku is one of the best guides you could hire on the peninsula. She's quite amazing. And you see Iku kind of like blush and do like, oh, you.
You stay away from him.
Cut you.
No, she doesn't quite make that reaction. Well, you'll be happy to know, Iku, that Artis here has pledged to help us with our mission.
You see her kind of like taken aback. Like the first time you've really seen Iku like look shocked at something she's not. She's like, oh my god, like that's very kind of you, Artis. Like it's like, well, I think it's time we finally got involved with this death curse dealings. She says, absolutely, your knowledge and abilities would be a blessing to resolving all of this. He says, yeah, and you guys were talking about a place called Omu?
Yes, the royal city of the ancient Chultan Empire. The royal family here used to hold their seat of power there.
He says, huh, funny. I didn't get that information when I talked to the queen.
What do you mean?
Well, I declined her offer to help rid the evil of Omu, but I guess I'm now on the same page. But I was not. I essentially came here gathering information for my own journey, and that did not seem to line up with hers all that much.
Interesting. But what did she tell you about the case?
Oh, nothing. She just gave me information about the surrounding area.
Oh, I see. But in your studies, you've never heard of the city of Omu?
No, that's been a complete mystery to me.
We uncovered it in a town called Hisari. Iku, though, how long have you known the queen?
Oh, Max Ranish, I've known her for quite some time. Since she was an infant.
And have you always been allied with the Empire of Omu?
So not directly. Our ambitions line up nicely together sometimes. Right now they're aligned, but they're not bound to each other.
I see. What is your goal, Iku?
She says, my goal is to rid the evil from the jungle. To find a party who is strong enough to combat the evil and rid Omu of it. So, but I can't do it myself. I need help doing it.
I agree. I don't think we'd be able to do this on our own either. Any one of us, we are definitely stronger together.
It is in the nature of creatures like us to form societies and groups to achieve their goals.
That's very nice of you, Penguin. First time I got that name right all session. Sorry, just making a quick note.
says, and Artis says, clasps his hands together, like, so what's the next step? Do we head to Omu? Do we gather more information? I'm essentially at your service, as he offers his hand out, kind of like an informal bow. What is this next step we take together?
Well, it seems that Omu is calling us. Even though we resist, every road seems to lead there.
You knew of Omu before, Iku, but did not tell us.
You see her hang her head a little bit. Says, "Yes, I wanted you to prove your worthiness before I led you to a place of death. I did not want to throw lives away needlessly. I wanted to make sure you were ready and the right people. And to be quite honest, I'm not convinced yet. You still have dealings with that sea hag that you're entertaining. And if you do that, I do not think you are the righteous people that I need you to be. Is that you only fight complete evil with complete good."
Iku, I would like you to consider something. That the message that was left on Mercy's arm was not that of Agnes, but was that of Mercy, and that her soul is trapped by that awful sea hag Agnes. Would not freeing her soul be an act of good?
Give me a persuasion check.
Inspiration!
Yeah, I'll do this. I might as well.
Roll that crit. Roll that crit.
I feel like you gotta...
Oh, no.
I'm not very persuasive, sadly.
No.
It's only a 10.
Oh, Jesus.
You see her, she got a 22 on her.
God damn it.
You see her say, it was the tattoo that she got from the sea hag. There's no way that was Mercy who was able to manipulate that tattoo post-mortem.
Bitch, you saying I couldn't do it?
It is only the work of someone who deals in the currency of souls, and it is that economy, if you will, that we're trying to disrupt and make sure souls can either go to the afterlife or be brought back. Sea hags do not trade in that area of the market, to put it bluntly.
But what if it was not a trade that we offered her? It was an ultimatum.
You going to threaten a sea hag?
Well, not outright, obviously. First we have to get leverage on the sea hag. What I'm proposing that we do as a team is capture Agnes. We will lure her like we did before on the beach with Fenquin as a iguana. Her natural hunger is an easy flaw to exploit here.
She says, and you're going to threaten or torture her to bring back your friend?
No, it would be a bargaining chip, obviously. And then once she returned, there would be no... I don't know. I think that it might be a way to free her, though.
You see her shake her head and like, your friend has died. The way you bring her back is you solve the death curse. And you bring her back afterwards. But listen to yourself. You're going to trap or imprison an evil monster when she should just be destroyed and try and elicit a favor out of her. What do you think's going to happen? How sincere do you think she's going to be about that offer?
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Brown?
Yeah. Like she gave you a boon that turned out to be a curse. She gave you a coin that you threw away and smartly into the jungle. Anything you've received from this creature, this Agnes Wormwiggle, has been a detriment to this group, has hindered us. And you want to go back and make a deal with her? I think it's a fool's errand.
I'm with Iku on this one.
Yes.
You are right, Iku. I'm sorry. She was my friend, and I was hoping there was maybe a way, a loophole, something, but I think our only choice now is to proceed further, to go forward. Are we all in agreement?
Yes.
Sounds good.
You got my contract.
All right. Well, let us, I suppose, bathe the body and keep it so that when we solve this thing, we can Well, maybe we should just leave it here and they can care for her here. Do the monks here know how to cast Gentle Repose?
Iku says it's not the spell specifically, but they do have a preservation technique that could keep a corpse in stasis, as it will, or slow down the decay, if you will.
I will. I think that might be the best option. Also, Dungar is waiting for us down there. He must be worried sick.
Also, Dungar has the corpse on his body.
He's going to be so disappointed he can't come with us, guys.
Yes, perhaps this is where we set him free in the forest.
No. He's still carrying a lot of our stuff that we need to get back.
The shell,
all of our provisions, food for the next month.
Then what should we do? We cannot leave him tied to a tree at the bottom of a hill.
We ask the people of the city to take care of him. They said that they could look after him.
I think we must first ask Dungar what he would like.
Well, they are followers of Uptau, and Uptau is the father of dinosaurs.
Yeah, they would treat him with quite reverence.
Yes, it is not up to us, though. Dungar is a free creature, and should be given the same choice we are all given.
Dungar is my pack animal, and they'll look after him while we're gone.
Say that again.
Says, well,
we have a dispute of ownership there.
Says, very well. So what's our next? We'll tell you what. We have to go down and get Mercy's corpse anyways. So how about we talk to Dungar down there as we bring the corpse back up?
Yes.
Do we got to climb up here again on that treacherous path?
Artist says, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it."
Oh, okay. Well, sure.
Can you show this before?
Yeah. Well, we had to prove ourselves the first time.
Yeah.
No, Artist said that.
Yeah, artist can get us over. He maybe has some
has
tools.
Fucking teleportation. Yeah.
Do you?
Do you talk to fish?
You see. All right. Well, I can't carry everybody. So who wants to go down?
I will go, for I can speak with Dungar.
I can carry myself and 3 other people.
Well, since Kel is the hired gun and the 3 of you were Mercy's original partners, it stands to reason that 3 of you would be going down there.
All right.
Yeah. He says, all right. So you see our artist come up to the side of the pathway. You see his eyes glow, and again that frosty essence comes out. They go completely blue. Iceman. And you see his hands and forearms just kind of like frost develop as you see him conjure the snow and ice out between his hands as he lays it out. You see this giant ice hand just kind of like float and levitate in front of the pathway.
Are you a wizard?
It says, I dabble. As you see him step onto the ice, and he says, "Now it's slippery, so give me your hand and make sure you don't fall off. It's pure ice."
Yeah, Electro gets first in line for that.
You see him, he grabs you by the hand and then puts his hands around your waist and just kind of flips you onto the side. You see him offer out his hand to you, Durand.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, jumps on, and Fenquin, he's just like, "Okay, big guy, just make sure you don't tilt us on one side or the other."
Yes, I step on.
And the hand just begins to gently lower down as you notice that Iku is actually floating down next to you.
So mobile.
When did Iku learn to fly?
She's been flying for a while now.
She's been jumping around. She hasn't been flying.
She flew last night down.
Yeah, that was the first time we saw that. I'm like, when did this happen?
She's been disguising her flights as jumps.
Wow.
As you see them both parties land, and you see Dungar look up expectantly. He still has like his cargo pack on. The body of Mercy is covered in flies.
Oh, that sucks.
Dungar, hello.
Hello,
Dungar, my buddy. I go up and I give him some food.
I heard stones falling from the wall last night. Is everybody okay?
Yes, we have all survived. There was a gargoyle attack.
Oh no, what's a gargoyle?
The stone creature. Very bad.
As you look around, you can actually see like, the moss and stone remains of.
Yeah. Well, there's one right there. It's that crumbly thing, but usually they move.
So gargoyles are moving rocks?
Yes. Moving rocks shaped like creatures.
That sounds terrible. I'll avoid those if I can.
Good idea, Dungar.
Like, are we going back into the jungle today? As you see him stomp his feet a little bit.
Well, Dungar, this is the important question we have to ask you. We have been assigned a journey that will take us some distance from here, but we must fly, and Unfortunately, we cannot bring you if we go on this part of the journey.
Give me an insight check.
Hmm.
I'll say you get advantage on it because of your relationship with Dungar.
Okay. Insight?
Yeah.
13.
13? Yeah, it's not often you see a dinosaur look sad, but you see kind of like this disappointment kind of round in his eyes. It's kind of
I know, Dungar. We would be so thrilled to have you with us, but our work is very important, as you know. We do not consider this a parting forever. If you would like, we would return for you. And in the meantime, these people here, who are worshippers of Uptau, would care for you and provide for your needs.
Which people? The people here right in front of me. As he looks at artists and.
Sorry, the bird people you can see above.
You say above. You seem kind of like his head actually doesn't allow him to look.
There are people at the top of the mountain. They are bird people. They fly, but they are very friendly and love dinosaurs.
Oh, but I won't be with everyone else.
Not for a short time, but we would return as soon as possible. However, we have also promised you freedom, so you could be free if you so desired.
You're part of my herd.
Yes, it would be great for the herd not to depart and not to be separated. But sometimes one part of the herd must look for water while the other looks for food.
You see Dungar kind of nods. Very well. Dungar will stay, but you must come back.
Yes.
Dungar likes being part of the herd.
I promise we will return. You have kept your promise to us, and so I will keep my promise to you. And I do like a dinosaur bow. Whatever that is. I stomp my feet and in a respectful way.
You see Dungar return the stomp, but kind of in like a melancholy way of just like a little bit sad.
But Dungar would
time.
He's a herbivore, right?
Yeah.
Here, Dungar, as a gift for our parting, and I give him a banana.
Nice. And as we have previously established, Ankylosaurs love bananas.
Good, Dungar.
Banana candy.
Oh, I'm going to miss you, buddy.
I have good news. Dungar has agreed to remain here while we travel elsewhere. He considers us his herd and wants to stay part of the party.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to negotiate a flight back here. We'll be back in maybe even as soon as a week.
Yes. Only 7 sleeps, Dungar, and then our herd will once again be reunited.
Maybe don't make that promise.
Yes, maybe longer, but we will attempt to be back as soon as possible. Will you be a brave little dinosaur?
Says, I will.
Good, Dungar. I give him another banana.
Are you going to take the pack gear off of him and stuff like that?
Yeah, we should unburden him.
A little bit, yeah. So we'll definitely take
We need
Mercy.
to take some supplies.
Yeah, we'll take.
You see, you could say, well,
I thought you weren't.
To get
we weren't
storage
going to
upstairs, right?
We're gonna bring her back up.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna bring her back, her body back up to the place. We'll take that off of him for sure. How much? I guess the question is how much of his supplies can we carry? Oh, sorry, what was he gonna say?
I was going to say, you can say, well, the Arakoa can come down and bring the supplies up and keep it in storage for us.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Yes, we should not leave him burdened in the forest.
Oh, well, if the Arakoa can take his stuff, let us grab what we need now.
Also, I would prefer if we could speak with the Arakoa handler of Dungar, and I could introduce him so he would have a friend in the forest.
She says, very well, those arrangements can all be made.
Great. That's very important. I don't want him just with a stranger, He needs to be with someone he likes. Tell them to bring bananas.
You see artists look at the wrap.
Better not be a spot of green on those bananas. They better be ripe.
You see artists look
He's
at
not that big.
the wrapped up body of Mercy. The white sheets have kind of like stained a little bit just due to wear and tear in the jungle. He says, I assume that's your friend?
Yes, that was Mercy. She died protecting us in the ruins of Hisari.
She fell to fire newts. It was a noble death. But death comes for us all eventually.
He says, very well. Well, let's place her on the hand and we'll ascend it once more.
Thank you so much, artists.
We lower the body gently. I make the smell of roses.
Dragonbait's not with you.
I still make the smell of roses. Cover the smell of Mercy.
Well, she shouldn't smell because of the gentle repose.
Oh, she's covered in flies.
But it's the bacteria.
Oh, right.
It's because we haven't been bathing her.
As you all begin to ascend up the side of the cliff again, as you make it to the side. You see Eriko are there to help and receive the body as EP went up ahead to tell everybody. And you see like a flight of Erica Koa going diving down, picking up gear and bringing it into one of the.
I take the hand back down and introduce the handler to Dungar and tell him to feed him bananas and show him where he likes to be scratched.
Oh, the handler will just fly you down.
Oh, okay. He flies me down then.
Yeah, actually, no, you're a big dude, so he's gonna need like.
He might need a friend.
Yeah,
it's carried down.
It's not the most secure of flights down, but you managed to make it down.
And I show them all the good spots to scratch him. I explain his feeding schedule.
So you don't know. We understand. We've cared for big dinosaurs before. Dungar is not our first, and he won't be our last.
Watch the spike nubs. They may come in any day now.
As expected, sometimes from dinosaur for Ankylosaurus.
We're trying to steer him away from spikes. Actually.
It's be very comfortable to ride.
Yeah. Oh yeah, did he got trample when we leveled up, right?
Yeah.
Trample.
Now we won't be able to use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that I'm sure Dungar is safe, I go back up to the top.
Yeah. So you're at the top and you see Ashara up there, and she says, "So I've been hearing the news that you're going to help us by going to Omu."
Yes, I believe it is the best way to both investigate the Death Curse further and also restore the natural history of Chult.
She says, "Very well. Then we shall start preparing for the rite of windwalking." Let me see. Maybe get it up.
So do we decide what we're taking out of our Dungar storage?
You can take anything you want.
Well,
Do we need anything? Water?
Yeah, we need water and food for like at least a week.
I've got tons of food, and I've got my berries, and I can do good berries. So
yeah, I mean,
if we don't have Dungar with us, we don't have to worry about feeding.
Yeah.
We just have to worry about feeding ourselves.
The ritual is called the Dance of the Seven Winds. Oh, and as I looked it up, the tribe that got annihilated by Raznisi was the Eshau.
Eshau.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe do that before. Hold on, let me.
that sounds familiar.
Try.
I've heard that name before.
Hold on, let me find that in my notes so I can replace it. Oh, Luo. It was the ES.
HOWE.
Actually, maybe learn that in Port Means. But check the tape.
Yeah. So,
But before we begin the rite, I would like to get as much information about the city as possible, its potential layouts, ways to get into the city undetected by Raznisi.
and she says, "Well, we will help you out with that, but first we must gather some ingredients for the ritual. We have almost everything we need from our gardens on top of the cliff, but we are missing one key element,
And what is that?
a black orchid.
And where are they found?
Do I know about them? Can I roll nature?
Just give me a straight up intelligence check. Everyone can do this.
Yeah. Whoa, 18.
Natural
20.
20.
That's
Somehow
my
I know about this.
18,
damn.
18 plus
Yeah,
2
you,
is 20.
do know it because the last time you saw a black orchid was in a vase on the side table of Queen's Alcori in Mandalore.
So what does this mean?
You gotta go fight the Medusa?
Maybe.
We got to plan a heist.
We got a plan. Heist.
And we'll call it there for the week.
Cool.
Bum, bum, bum.
Wait a minute, what does that mean? What's happening? We saw a black rose, and that means what?
So they needed a black rose for the spell. Black orchid to do the spell for us to fly down to Omu.
Right.
And we know where one is. It's next to Queen's Alcori, the Medusa.
Oh, so we need to collect the black orchid.
Yes. Yeah, it's a little fetch quest.
Shit! Motherfucker.